These fucking men is giving real trouble. You got a minute? Right, so you're going on that side there, Salaji. And they're bringing like well, good morning and welcome to Sunday morning here in Central Florida. It's wonderful. South Florida, sorry. The sun is shining. It's beautiful. The weather is held nicely. And we're here for the finals. This is the finals of the Legends World Cup 2022. And the two better teams, as I said before, reaching the finals. A dress rehearsal last night that the West Indies won. But I'm sure that the United States will be looking for revenge this morning in the match that really matters, which is the cup match. Joining me at the toss is Mohammad Qureshi, the captain of the USA team. Next to him is Zamin Amin, the captain of the West Indies team. And next to him is Mohamed Salaji, who has been the senior official during this tournament. We want to thank him for that. And then, of course, you can't forget Hartley, a man with a big heart. So, having said that, we are here at the toss, and Salaji will pass the coin along to Zamin Amin. Heads is a call. Qureshi has done it again. So you have won 4 tosses, Mark. What are you going to do?
We decided, I think we will do the fielding first because we did the batting yesterday, and we can chase the run base of those. So we win the toss. It's good weather, and our team is, I know they can chase the runs. Will be easier for us. But the target.
Speaking about chasing runs, you seem to be in good form with the bat.
Yes, I know. That's play for a long times, and of course, and I gave him for our team 110%. So I have did the outstanding performance yesterday, and now I'm trying to do my best.
Well, your good friend Amin said to me that last night he had nightmares about that 6 that you struck against him.
No, Zami is the captain. He's been playing international games and also, so he knows. We've been knowing each other lots, and then we will have good games today also for West Indies. West Indies took the title last year, and we want to be a World Cup championship for today for the Legend, for the USA. That will be a proud moment for the USA.
Thank you, Mark. We want to wish you all the best. And Zamin, who has been a great servant of cricket here in America, he served as the United States captain. You will well remember that in international cricket. Zamin, you lost the toss. You'll have to bat first.
Yes, we would have liked to, bowl first as well. Use up a little bit of, the condition with the wind. But obviously, we have to go out there and bat now and set a target that we can defend at the end of the day.
Were you surprised when Qureshi was batting out there?
No, not really. I've seen him bat over the years, and and go there and attack, and he did well yesterday.
And of course, any changes to your team?
Yes, again, is with his hamstring. He's still struggling with his hamstring. Charan is out, and Tasmol is out today.
Well, we want to wish you all the best in today's final.
Thank you very much, and I wish both teams good luck. And it's been a good tournament the past 2 years, and I hope it continues.
But speaking about continuing, after this final take on such importance that whoever wins the title today will be going to Dubai to defend it. Well, good morning and welcome to Day 3 Action. This is the finals, the grand finals of the World Cup 2022 Legends Tournament. And we're here at the Central Broward Regional Park where West Indies, the defending champions, they're coming up against the United States. Lovely conditions out there. The United States winning the toss and deciding to bowl first. And as we look outside there, you can see the guys just limbering up, getting ready for the action, and they're hoping, the United States that is, to wrest the title from the West Indies. The West Indies team, of course, a very strong one, led by the former United States captain, Zamin Amin, and the US team, also a very good team, led by Chairman of Cricket Council USA, Mohammed Qureshi. So we're about to get the action going. We'd like to again say a good morning to all our fans across the world who are logged on to this production here by MAQ TV, being produced by Roddy Lalman and his company SC Tech. I think I got that right. Yes. And we're here at the final, of course. Let me say a very good morning to a very dear friend of mine, a man who has done so much for cricket in the United States, and he's serving in a different capacity in this tournament. That's Joe Surjak. Good morning, Joe. How are you?
Good morning, Vunit. Good morning. What a pleasant day for cricket.
So it's going to be Prahlad Madhubishi to start, and he gets some turn already. Down to short third man, they're off and running. So West Indies against the United States. Last night, it was a very good encounter. It went down to the wire. So, again, another mouth-watering clash on the cards.
Well, certainly, the USA have been playing good this season. And West Indies is undefeated since last year, including at the moment. So we should see a good game today.
So it's Prahlad Madhubishi, the man from Tampa, who's taking up the attack. And he is bowling from the northern end. He's trying to get his readers right at the moment. Oh, big turn. Generous turn there.
Yes. Yesterday, Madhubishi bowled really well. But I observed the West Indies, like the real West Indies, is struggling to get their opening pair intact.
So we're back to a new opening pair, and Kalicharan drives. That's a lovely shot through the offside, and that'll bring the first boundary of the morning. Over pitch delivery and good thinking there by Kalicharan. He's a short man. He was able to get underneath that easily and hit it over mid-off for 4.
I guess that shot, you could see that he's taking advantage of the power play where you only allow up to 2 guys off on the boundary line.
Yeah, and remember, we have the fielding restrictions in place at the moment. Again, outside the off stump, he's driving, looking to hit the square. Not out, says the umpire. Big appeal there from Fazil Jahur, who appeals for everything. If you know Fazil Jahur, you'll even take it to the appeal court. This is played away through the onside. More runs here. So Kalicharan has gotten his team off to a really good start.
See, the ground today is extremely windy. I'm looking at the flags, including the umpire uniform. It's quite windy this morning. Another Bush is...
He's getting good turn. Yeah, but I think his line comes into question, because if you're getting such exaggerated turn, you want to start probably middle and get it to turn away. You don't want to start 4th stump, because it's going to turn to a 6th, 7th stump, and it's going to be called wide by the umpire.
Well, actually, they almost did. But Kalicharan did well in taking advantage of those shots and get a couple runs for the team. So West Indies start on the 4th over 8 with a loss.
A good start here by the West Indies team. We want to welcome all our viewers across the world. You're listening to Joe Surjak and Vinod Mamchan. As you can see, the crowd just starting to come in there, the West Indian crowd. And the West Indies boys, they have walked with their crowd. That table in front is where Joe normally will bring all the goodies.
Well, today someone else have to bring the goodies, but the local fans from in and around Florida here, or South Florida, they will be coming in a little later because there's 2 matches on the other side, local league cricket. So we expect to get some more supporters.
So it's going to be Mohamed Huda. And judging from what we saw last night with slow bowlers taking good effect, good thinking here by Qureshi in having the slow bowlers on immediately. He has actually added a 4th spinner. So in addition to Marubishi and Mohamed Huda, who is bowling now, there's also Nasir Javid to come later on, and Rizwan Muhammad. Both bowled really well last night. So the West Indies will be served a diet of spin bowling.
Well, and likewise, the West Indies do have a lot of spinners, and we have been seeing that the track is favoring the, a little bit slow, favoring the slow bowling. Very effective, the slow bowling.
Driving well. That's an excellent shot through the offside. That's 4.
Just barely made it to the boundary, but good shot, well executed.
So this finals, remember, it's a 15-over affair.
There's a little bit of adjustments in the field. I guess they want to plug that gap there. And Huda is bowling to Kalichan. And Kalichan drives down the offside. Looking for 2. Kalichan is not interested. Sri Lanka have to turn back. 1 run, and the score moves to 14.
Sloppy work there by Huda. And they get an extra run. The USA team will want to be on top of their game in this final. Their skipper, Qureshi, winning the toss. So he has done his work. He has won the toss. Every toss, all 4 tosses he has won. I think the right decision here was to bowl first. Even Zamin Amin, his opposing number, was saying that this is a track where he would have liked to bowl first as well. Here's Huda, the former Bangladesh under-19 player. That would have been many years ago.
Well, you see the pitch have that sheen this morning, just like it did on Friday morning. But we see a difference in the turn we got there.
Yeah, it has gotten progressively slower as the tournament has progressed. Pulled away, true mid-wicket for 4, too short.
That was an easy shot. Bad ball there. Bad ball by Huda, and I guess he's trying to keep a good line, but his length is definitely short.
Yeah, it was even the line there was too straight and helped away for 4. So Huda taking around the park here at the moment. Khalid Charan has really started well with 16.
As you saw, the second game the West Indies played, they started with that type of run rate, almost 11 and over.
Khalid Charan has faced just the 9 deliveries so far. That's better, much better. Going on with the arm. And it's the end of over number 2, the latest score at Central Broward Regional Park. The West Indies batting first. They're 19 without loss.
And good morning to the viewers across the world. You guys going to enjoy, those that watching, a fantastic game of cricket today.
Well, we had a total of 150,000 looking at the dress rehearsal last night. So one would expect that to double today, Joe.
Yes, and that shows that the game and the tournament in itself is gaining some great momentum.
Great popularity. And so we're estimated to be around 300,000 today hearing your baritone voice. Who knows? You may even get a contract to sing at Bollywood or not to sing. You know, guys could get a contract not to sing. This is well stopped by Fazil Jahur outside the off stop.
Saying that there's enough sings in the team, so. I will stay out.
So windy conditions here this morning. Marubishi again, his line. He has to be careful. It's a wide.
That special sign from the umpire. Unique sign.
Yeah. Billy Bowden seems to be his hero. But Marubishi's line leaves a lot to be desired here. He's getting generous too. He needs to start middle. Again.
Oh.
Good stop there by Qureshi. He will feel that later on this evening.
I said in this series, Mac is favoring to use his foot rather than his hand. Maybe he's been practicing that.
Better. Much better. It could lead to a wicket here. And the catch taken. Marubishi celebrates as if he has scored the World Cup winning goal. And the first wicket falls as Tony Kalicharan, the dangerous Tony Kalicharan, has to leave. Again, Marubishi just brought it a bit straighter. And Kalicharan just didn't get hold of it.
Yes, I am. If he had played that a little squarer, because that's the only field man on the onside of the boundary, so it was quite simple, quite a simple catch. But a little squarer or straighter, he would have gotten away with it. But nonetheless, he has to walk back to the pavilion, and in comes Nazim Ali.
So the West Indies losing their first wicket, 21 for 1. And it gives the USA a glimmer of hope of looking to get further into the batting lineup. Nazim Ali is he injured?
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
Walking very gingerly out there, Nazim Ali.
I guess he wants to. He would definitely want to play a good innings today.
So he's going to meet Vijay Sivanarayan, who is out there at the moment. Vijay Sivanarayan, who came in on Friday morning for the start of the tournament, and he was saying that he had a very early flight from New York, I believe, and he was very, very lucky to get an entire lane for himself on the plane, and he decided to take a good rest so he can be fresh for the start of the tournament, only to be accompanied by a dog that barked for the entire 3 hours.
Wow. I wouldn't have liked to be in that position. Last year, we came on the same flight. We had to rush off from the airport to the stadium for the opening, stayed here, played the game, and then went to the hotel. It was a bit tiresome last year.
Again, the line by Marubishi, leaving a lot to be desired here. He has to come straighter. He's starting too wide.
Yes, as you see the guy, there's one guy's on a sweeper position out there. So I guess he
much better. And there he is. He's going to appeal and falls to the ground. That's funny.
Very animated. He's putting everything into the game.
Yeah, he's that kind of character, Marubishi. He was looking to appeal, and there he goes down on the ground. And Faz Jahur goes to the ground as well.
Is it a sign that the ground is slippery or something?
Again, too wide. Gets away with it. Marubishi. It's been a good spell other than some of those deliveries outside the off stump. Now he's bowling to his field, but he has to be careful because he has bowled too many wides. He has actually bowled 4 wides.
Well, this is other than a wide. This is a much. That should be another wide.
Yeah, there comes your good friend. He's about building up his sign. Yes. Sivanarayan seems unhappy about something. I wonder what it is. He's walking towards the square leg umpire. What could be the problem?
But in the laws of cricket, if he has a problem with the umpire, he don't go to the square leg.
No, he can't.
The presiding umpire has the jurisdiction if he wants to call the square leg. So Sivanarayan should be a seasoned champion in that.
Well, he was sent back immediately, which was the right thing for Hartley to do. Cut away, down, pass, hoorah. He's giving chase. They should come back for 2.
It's 2 easy singles, and score moves to The 25?
Yep. 25 for 1. And just in this over, 3 wides. So Madubishi, 2 overs for 14 is not bad.
With 3 wides, but the wides is what?
Just imagine, had he not given away those extra runs, it would have been tighter. He did get the wicket of Tony Kalicharan, though. The conversations continue with Nazim and, of course, umpire Mohammed Salaji. And you can see the West Indian fans. They're sitting there in the southeast stands, which is the most popular stand here.
Well,
you're always there, Joe.
That's one of our favorite areas. And when the other supporters comes along, they know exactly where to find us, where to bring the food and the good eats.
Well, yesterday you brought along curry duck.
I must tell you that duck was local Florida duck, cooked by Floridians out here. How did it taste?
It was very, very good. It was a sumptuous meal. If I have to describe that, I would say mazagaya.
Change your language on me.
25 for 1 at the moment. So we're having fun here in the commentary box. Of course, my good friend Josie Harak is with me. And here's Huda.
That's a good line. That's a good bowling there from Huda.
Yes, Dr. Malik is in attendance. Huda is normally a very good bowler. Recently in Chicago playing for the World Stars. He was one of the star performers as they took the title in the baseball cricket series. Very good. Excellent bowling here by Mohammed Huda.
I think this ball he spun a lot. He gave it a little extra turn there.
Well, he's one of those who don't really turn the ball that much, but you can see the extra effort there to get the revs on the ball. There's just subtle variations from him, and Steven Ryan has been kept quiet. A bit too short, and he comes back and punches it down the ground. He should be going back for 2, and he gets 2. So Huda and Madubishi opening the bowling. Don't be surprised that if there's a change, Nasir Javed or Rizwan comes in, Rizwan Mohammed, because I think spin will be the order of the day.
Well, actually, both
short, pulled away, and we wait for the umpire signal. It should be 6.
Maximum.
Too short there by Huda, and after 3 very good deliveries, he has given away a 6. Yeah, too short. Josie Harak would have hit that for 6 as well.
Well, in my little playing days back in school and local village cricket, was known to clear the boundaries. Believe it or not.
Did you play at Baisley Park? Did you ever play at Baisley Park?
Yes, I did. I did play, and when I came in this country, I didn't play really much. I was 28 years. That's when I was prime.
Well, Dr. Malik misfields, and it causes an extra run. Naughty bit of work there by Dr. Malik. End of the over, and at the end of over number 4, is it? The score is 35 for 1.
But it's a decent run rate at this time.
It's a good start.
8.8 with a partnership billing with 14 there.
Yeah, so they will want to arrest this.
I believe they might want to build a decent base so that the guys coming in the back could execute with a little more freedom rather than under pressure.
Well, Qureshi seems to be beckoning Madubishi to continue. Madubishi hasn't done badly. His 2 overs 1 for 14. I don't think we'll see Huda in a while. His 2 overs going for 20. So it's all spin again.
Yesterday when Nasir Javed came on and the other guy, Rizwan,
yep,
they locked down those guys on both ends.
And
they did a fantastic job, both of them.
Qureshi will be looking towards them again. Now, speaking about Beasley Park. We'll all be heading to New York early next year, where there'll be a memorial match. 2 matches actually. This is in the air. Jahur can't reach that. But again, another good ball there from Marubishi. We'll all be heading to Beasley Park for 2 games in honor of your dear wife, who sadly passed on just recently.
Yes, unfortunately, it happened, but we got to move on. But she's a lover of the cricket. She touched the guy. She looked after all the. We also have a youth program where she became the mother of all the kids.
So I've been told by my good friend Richard Ramirika that there will be a youth game and a masters game.
Yes, because we specialize in the youth cricket. So my intention is that not to mourn her life, but to celebrate her life via cricket.
Knowing her, she was such a refreshing lady, always had a smile on her face, except when Joe's around. And we will celebrate her life.
Well, with that said, I had to keep her at bay sometimes. But with that said, I have a yearly Masters team tour comes to New York. And we'll be playing a Masters team at the second game. The first game will be the youth players who would have been around her at that time.
So our hope is to take that game live for all of you to see as well. Back and pulls this through mid-wicket for 4. Too short there from Prahlad Marubishi. And that goes into the boundary.
Well, you see, the West Indians capitalized on the couple short balls.
Good shot by Sivna Ryan.
Yeah, and coming back to the thing, so the game will be held at Beasley Pond Park. Beasley Pond, I changed the name. Beasley Pond Park Cricket Oval. And it will be held on the first Saturday of August, which is my birthday weekend, and as well as it coincides with Caribana in Canada.
Okay.
So that should be, and this is something we do on a yearly basis. So looking forward to it.
Beasley Park will come alive, as my good friend Joe will have a celebration of cricket. It's Marubishi. Down to Qureshi.
That part of the field is well protected. Have the gully, fly slip.
But he has bowled well to his field here. It's just that deliveries like those, that's the problem.
It's wide. That should be a wide.
Yeah, he's starting too wide. He has to understand he's getting generous turn. Unless he holds the ball across seam to reduce the turn, he has to come straighter.
But
that's better. That's much better. It's short though, and it's pulled away down to long on. But that's a much better delivery in terms of the line.
You notice he's not constant in his line. He's wide outside the off stump. He's on the stump. He's, when he do come in line, the ball is a shorter ball. So he's not constant in his deliveries.
He hasn't done bad. 3 overs, 1 for 22. You will take that every day and twice on a Sunday.
Yeah, and with a couple wides too.
Yeah.
Not bad.
So 44 for 1 at the moment. Vijay Sivnarayan is on 18 or 14. Nazim Ali 3. And that's your good friend Prem Singh.
That's the man himself. Prem Singh is not in the game in this series because he injured his left hand, which is his bowling hand. As you see, the band on his hand there indicates that. Not far from now, I believe they're going to Jamaica for a tournament. So I guess he doesn't want to injure his hand. But what a great team player.
Yeah, well,
if he's needed, he will be there.
I want to thank you for being with us here for the last 5 overs or so. Joe will be back at over number 11. And replacing him, of course, is our good friend from Kingston in Jamaica, Kimberly.
Yes, Kimberly, good morning and welcome.
So it's 44 for 1 at the moment. Good morning, Kimberly. How are you?
Hi, good morning. I'm good. Wonderful.
Did you have a good night?
Yes, I did.
Information is that you were dancing to soca at Joy's Roti Shop, which is a stone's throw from here.
Yes. It's good.
Have you enjoyed the tournament so far?
Yes, I'm loving it. Wonderful tournament for sure.
So it's going to be Rizwan Mohammed, who has been in some good form. He has an injury to his right shoulder, but that is not showing the way he is bowling. And let's have a quick look at his field. There is a short cover in place. Backward point, long off. Sweeper on the cover boundary, long on. There's a deep mid wicket. Cow corner right back. And backward square. So let's see. There's also mid on. Well spread field. Here is Rizwan. That's a good start. Good start immediately. Picking up from last night.
Well, the bowlers for Team USA, they had done a wonderful job yesterday, and they wouldn't mind repeating that here this morning in the grand finale.
Oh, that's an excellent delivery. It beats everyone, including the wicket keeper. And it's running away into the boundary. In fact, it pulls up just a couple centimeters from the ropes. Nasir Charlie, the former Pakistan player, collects. Let's look at umpire Hartley. That seems to have been a drop catch.
Well, he could not put hands to it. It was very quick. I spoke with the ground staff this morning. And Melton, he told me that the pitch will be coming on very quickly. The pitch is still in immaculate condition.
It's in good condition. Rizwan just slowing it up. But that was a drop catch there by Fazil Jahur. Fazil Jahur has had a good series behind the stumps. There it was. You can see the outside edge just brushing the glove of Jahur and going away. That was an excellent delivery by the informed Rizwan Mohammed.
Yes, the keeper doesn't really miss those, you know. Maybe it was too quick for him.
Whipped away to the right of Qureshi. He's giving chase. They should go back for 2 here.
Well, 50 comes up for Team West Indies in the 6th over. Looking at the rate that they're going pretty close, they can get 135, somewhere 140. But I know the spinners for Team USA, they bowl well and they manage to pull back things from them.
Oh, it's a good shot through the offside. That's 4. A bit too short there from Rizwan. And the West Indian fans, you can see them getting into the thick of things now.
Expensive over so far. Some 10, 11 runs coming from it. 10 runs coming from it so far. West Indies, they're going to look to put a big total there for Team USA because Team USA, they have been batting well and bowling well. They have some mishap in the fielding department when it comes to taking catch.
More runs here through the onside. Huda is there and it's just 1. End of over. The over from Rizwan. A mixed bag. He had a drop catch, but he continues to bowl well. Although 11 came from the over, it doesn't really tell the story. And it's the end of 6. That's the end of, well, at the end of 6 is 55 for 1. Steven Wright is on 28. Nazim Ali is on 4. Kimberly, I'm going to leave you in the company of Chita Nilak, the man who is responsible for scoring the highest total in this tournament, 66. He's also a very good bowler, and he's also a bowler who takes his time to set his field. He's coming up next with you.
Okay, thank you. It's a wonderful look for those who are viewing on maqtv.com. Welcome to our grand finale. Yes, it is between Team USA and Team West Indies. Team USA, they won the toss and elected to field and sent Team West Indies to bat. The current score here is at 55 for 1. Wherever you are, Errol, Sharon, in their living room watching this wonderful cricket. Yesterday we had 710 viewers watching with us and staying with us. So welcome, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Good. Good. How are you?
I watched you yesterday. You put the bowlers all over the field to play a wonderful innings of 66 runs. How was that?
Yeah, I think it was. I think that was the kind of the nick that I needed. And when I went in, I just didn't think about what the goal was, where you wanted to score, how many runs you want to score. I just kept it simple. I just watched the ball, and the goal was to just hit it to the line, and kind of put the team, because when I went in, there were 2 wickets down. That's a good running, good quick run there. My goal was to kind of stabilize initially, and then save myself and the guys who come after me, give them a good foundation so they can come and play freely. So I'm glad I was able to do that yesterday for the team.
And you've been enjoying the tournament?
Yeah, it's been excellent. The weather has been excellent, and I think the pitch, I felt it yesterday, is kind of got a little better. Like you can trust the bounce, and you can, play to the line. So it really looks much better.
Okay.
Good flight from Nasir Bhai there.
So what is your prediction of this finals today?
I think obviously the West Indies team, playing with them last year as well, and this year as a team, as a unit, I think they are they're very competitive. But the best part is their team chemistry.
Okay.
Uh,
Because I went in their camp this morning and the energy was so high. The spirit of the team players was so high. They
you can take
wanted.
quick single, good run there.
Yes, they said they are the defending champion for 2021, and they said that they are looking to take home that $10,000 today.
Yeah, I think they have a pretty good chance. And again, like I said, because the team chemistry, the trust is there. Like you saw the last second run, the guy was running at the danger and wasn't even looking at the fielder. He just ran fast because he trusts his partner. And to me, when you're in the middle, that trust, that partnership is needed.
Yes. So the chemistry is really good between Vijay and Ali. Wonderful day here for cricket. If you're home and you're not doing anything and you're pretty close to us, you can come on over and enjoy a wonderful day of cricket. So 7 overs gone, 59 runs on the board for a wicket, 4 runs coming from that over. What is your prediction? What score are you looking at?
I think in a big game like this, they're probably looking at around close to 140. I think anything around 125 plus is a good competitive score, especially if you have a good, strong fielding side and bowling side. I get a feeling that Vijay is probably going to play a striker role. He's taking the most strikes, and Nazim is probably playing an anchor role, and his job probably right now is to give him the strike, give his partner the strike. So I think that's a good partnership right there.
Indeed. But with the spinners that USA have, they will manage to pull back things. That's a nice shot. The fielder comes up, they're hustling for 2 and they're running hard. And managed to get home there. What I noticed here though, even though the boundaries may not coming in often, they're picking up their 2s and maybe their 3s as well, which is good.
Yeah, I think taking the first run fast is the key there. Even if you don't expect a second, that puts the pressure on the fielder. Good flight there, good. So now you can see Nazim Ali is coming down the pitch. That means he can trust the bounce there and take some more runs there.
So you can see the intention of Ali and Vijay Sinaran there. They want some big runs. They're attacking the bowlers, not letting the bowlers get settled at all. And this field has been spread, protecting the boundaries. But even that, they are still taking their 2s.
Yeah, I like the Sinners. The US cricket definitely worked on their game plan last night, looks like, because they came up with the plan to bring the spinners right away to kind of slow down the West Indies power hitters. So that seems to, at a certain extent, is working. The only thing, like I said earlier, which is they got to be consistent on the line and length. Like if you miss the length even like an inch, it can become a boundary.
Yes.
So extras, I think it's been another issue. So sometimes I feel like the bowlers, the spinners, are trying to force you to bowl more and more on the offside, so that because most of the players are more comfortable, stronger on the onside. That's a good cover drive right there. Good footwork.
Indeed. And you're talking about extras. Yesterday in the first game, USA, they gave away 11 extras. In this game now, they have given 8 extras. In the pre-finals game yesterday, they gave away 5.
Yeah, the extras, the two problems, not only giving the runs, but you also give them extra hours. So let's say if in a 15-over game, if you end up bowling 12 extras by the end, that's 2 extra overs. So you probably bowl 17 overs. So that's something I think it's very important to keep in mind.
Yes. And this partnership is consists of 43 runs already. Nice shot, good stop. That was heading towards the boundary.
Yeah.
Commend the fielder in the cover region there. Good stop, good work. Only a run. And that single completes the over number 8. 65 for 1. Only 6 runs coming from that.
Yeah, it was pretty good over, and you can see the last one. He probably saved 3 runs there.
Yes.
Every run you save here is every run you score. So yeah, some good fielding back in the bowlers there, because as a bowler, and I've felt the same way in this tournament. I'm bowling. You need the full backup from the fielders. You want to make sure your fielders are giving everything they got to kind of make sure the extra runs are not coming. So their commitment is needed in your success, and your success lies on their fielding. So I think it's been pretty good with USA. And Charlie Bhai, I think he's a very smart guy. He knows the game well. He's a true legend. So you can see he's setting the field right there.
So I had a chat with him this morning, and he's been so good throughout the tournament. In the first game, picked up 3 for 14. And I had a chat with him. He said that he's here to enjoy the game today, and he's going to apply himself according to how the West Indies team will be playing. And currently they're at 65. He knows that they're getting away, and he's going to try and pull things back, try to create some damage in the camp for West Indies.
Yeah, he's a very smart bowler, and I played him quite a few times against him, and I think I was only lucky once. But he didn't give me any chance after that. I think it was the last year. The first ball, Charlie bowler hit him over long on for a 6, and then after that, he made sure that I'm never getting that length.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he used some mindfulness there to
Very
tap you down.
It's very smart, true legend there.
66 of 1. Vijay 32.
Yeah, it's right. A little back of length, just kind of make sure take away the room from the batter. Very smart bowling. Yeah. I was talking to Charlie earlier this year about how at this age, he keeps himself so fit. And his secret, I'll share some secret there. But it's again taking the pace up makes it difficult for the batter to play big shots. So Charlie's been talking about it's like he walks 4 miles every day.
Wow.
And I ask him like, do you run or sprint? It's like, no, man, this age he can't run and sprint, but what you can do is you can walk, and you can walk a lot. That's a good quick single right there.
So what I noticed with the batters now, they want to see out Javed, because he's an exceptional bowler. They're not rushing him because they know what he's capable of. So they're not rushing him. Just want to bat out the 3 overs. Well, this one will complete his second, and they only get 4 runs from it. And the run rate reads 7.8 at the moment. So good going for West Indies, and also good bowling from Team USA.
Yeah, now I think they got 6 overs left, so they're probably looking to accelerate a little bit. So I'm sure in the middle, Nazim Bhai and Vijay are probably talking about, hey, who's going to take a striker role, or should we both hit from both ends, or you take on this bowler, or I take on the other bowler. Because now you got 6 overs left, you're probably looking to get at least 60 plus, because you want to be around 130 to have a good defendable score here. Because USA team does have strong batting lineup, And yesterday I saw playing against them, they kept their intent from first ball. So we're looking at a good game out here.
So the captain himself for Team USA introduced himself in the attack, MAQ Qureshi. So he's hunting for a wicket. Not just Water went out in that battle. I think they had carried some message to Vijay and Ali to say that we are in the ninth, approaching 10 overs now. Maybe they need to step up and try and get some boundaries. Maybe MAQ Qureshi will be the one that they will be attacking.
Yeah,
Well,
looks like
he
they
switched
changed.
himself and bring on Kenroy Wright. Do you think that was a good change?
Yeah, I'm sure there's some thought went in there because MacBite does have a little bit pace, and it sometimes makes it easy for you the ball come on your bat easily, especially on this pitch. And so if their plan looks like from the first over has been to keep the spinners on, take the pace off, I think this is the right move. We just have to see a few more balls. So far it's been good. It's been able to contain them.
The spinners, they're doing a wonderful job, and they don't mind giving them ones and twos, but once they're not getting the boundaries, they will be fine. That single just takes the score to 70.
That's a good shot. They got the field at the right spot, so that's a good field setting, and he's bowling to the field.
Yes,
Looks like a good over so far.
Only 2 runs from it already.
Yeah.
But the weather is good today. Didn't get any update about any rain. Yesterday we had just a little bit of showers, maybe last around 10 minutes. But the day turned out to be a wonderful day yesterday.
Yeah, the weather has been excellent this tournament throughout. I mean, we had a little bit of rain, and I know the morning dew. We had a late start. We had to cut down the overs, but so far during the game time, it's been pretty good. And with the little bit of rain, actually, it helps the pitch, and that's what we're seeing, that the pitch hasn't deteriorated that much. In fact, it's getting better. So a little bit of rain in between keeps that the consistency on the ground. So yeah, it's been great.
But this is a wonderful partnership here. 51 runs already.
Yeah, somebody got it hit big here. I think from US side, the good news is that they're not giving them that width and the pace that the batter would look for to play big shots.
But just to recap on yesterday, they bowled well with the spinners, but at the end, when it came down to the wire, Qureshi was out of spinners and didn't have anybody to tie them down at the end.
Yeah, I think a lot of teams face the same. We had the similar issue in the last couple of games as well. Once you know that this pitch definitely supports the spinner a lot more than the pace bowler, it feels like sometimes you need almost 5 spinners in your team. Even if you have a couple of part-time spinners, I think they'll still do a decent job.
Yes. And so 10 overs gone, 74 for 1, partnership of 53 runs. Vijay, he's on 37 from 31 deliveries. Ali, he's on 13 from 18. Just having a relaxed moment, turning over the strike to Vijay, who is looking aggressive and turning for him to go for the big shots as well. To me, Vijay, as he touch, he moves.
Yeah, it's going to be a good contest right here. Yeah, again, smart bowling from Nasir Bhai, not giving any width or room. And kind of, he released the ball a little late. So if you don't time your footwork on time, he will take away and he'll bowl you exactly where it will be difficult for your time. So you got to delay your execution sometime.
So Vijay had to create something there just now, trying the scoop.
Yeah, it's a smart batting, good, worth the risk coming down the pitch. I think that's the kind of intent the West Indies team are going to need now to accelerate, because we need less than 5 overs left, so they got to take the risk.
That was a good attempt there. Managed to get hands to it, but just couldn't hold on to it. But he managed to save a boundary because that was heading towards the boundary.
Yeah, one of the key thing because the bowlers are really bowling smart, and when they take the pace off, you gotta have a strong bottom hand to play those shots. So that's the one thing I kind of experienced yesterday. It's again a good one, just a little bit. It's a smart bowling from Charlie Way. It's just a pretty smart bowler, like I said.
2.4 already, just 11 runs from it. He's in his final over. Wouldn't mind picking up a wicket, but the team West Indies is trying to bat him out.
Yeah, again, that's the same what I'm talking about. A little bit more stronger bottom hand, or you delay the shot by the time it goes to the fielder so you can steal two. Sometimes I feel like if you can't hit the boundary, especially when the fielders are spread out, the twos can or push for three can make a big difference because two it still gives you 12 runs per over. So with having that kind of mindset, definitely puts the pressure on the fielder and the bowler.
That's true. Only getting ones, 5 from the over so far. A leg by and 4 singles.
Again, good coming down the pitches. Those are the ones you got to take first and hard. Even they see that. So I think, yeah, some of the legends, and I am kind of guilty myself sometimes, when you hit the boundary, you sometimes feel like he's going to clear the rope and you slow down as you're running. But you can't slow it down.
You have to keep pushing.
You got to keep pushing.
So Charlie over is completed 14 runs from it. You can see another message coming out in a bottle for Team West Indies. 81 for 1. 11 gone at partnership of 60 runs. Going at a run rate of 7.4. So they will looking to step on the gas pedal now, trying to get over the 125 mark. As we both said, 140 will be a pretty good score for Team West Indies. You know, Team USA, they have batters from the top to the finish. So they would want to get something on the board tangible for Team USA.
Yeah, you gotta have at least around 120 to stay competitive and make sure that's the total you can defend. Anything below that could be anybody's game, and it'll be hard on the bowlers to defend that kind of total. So we're looking at 4 overs. West Indies gotta score at least 40 plus.
Yes, so you have persons right across the world watching this finals here on MAQ TV. Natasha in her living room in Jamaica. People are cooking their meals and watching it. It's a wonderful time, and I know Jamaican, they're good for watching cricket. Have you ever been to Jamaica?
I only been once there, and I love the food and the energy anywhere in Caribbean, but especially Jamaica.
Okay.
So, I mean, they have the best athletes in the world, and you can tell the kind of diet they have. So, yeah, I love the place.
Okay, nice to know. And yes, some jerk chicken. You had the jerk chicken?
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorite.
Oh, yeah?
Sometime I always any new place I go, even in this country, any place, I look for the Caribbean food, and that's my favorite. You gotta have the because it's very rare to find anywhere else.
Okay. Well, you love Jamaican food, and I really love Indian food. Yes, I love the pumpkin takari. That's my favorite.
Yeah, it's one of the healthiest one. And it could be pretty blend. That's my mom's. It's my mom's favorite cooking. Growing up eating that, good vegetables in there, and then she'll spice up a little bit, so it's very tasty. But yeah, when I
Okay.
go outside, usually I don't eat when I'm playing the Indian. When I'm playing the game, I avoid Indian food because of the curry and the extra spice in there. I try to stick to the more.
Well, if you're going to stick
That's a
around
good
longer,
pick right there. It's a strong bottom hand. You gotta
Dropped.
take those chances.
Uh-huh.
Catch drop. But that's good. That's the good intent right there. Like I say, you gotta take that risk. You know the fielders, they have set the field very well, and you gotta push your luck. So only have 4 overs left. So that was a good pull, and he picked the ball from the underneath, so that always gives you a
Well, he
little more
skies
elevation.
this one now. It's right on it. Dropped again. Another drop catch. Well, it seems to be his lucky day today. The second one put down in 2 deliveries.
Yeah, I think it looks like at the last minute he just took the eyes off the ball. It's always been, especially when you're going high catches. So he kept the eyes there, kept there. See that last second, and the ball came close to him. He just took his eyes off.
Catches are very important. Sometimes it comes back to haunt you.
That's a much better length, little back of the length that made the batsman not swing his arm.
85 for 1. Vijay on 42. Did he hit the stump? It seems as if he's been bowled.
He's been bowled, looks like hit the leg stump. And again, the batsman moved too across. And sometimes when you move across too much, you lose your balance. Looks like that's what happened. So let's look in the replay here.
It seems as if the keeper is having some hamstring problem as well. But as we await the replay to see what happened there with Vijay, it's a good tournament. I'm really enjoying it. Well, I wish I have some Jamaican jerk chicken right now with a nice red stripe.
Yeah, I would love to share that. Try that too.
Oh, it went through his legs.
Again, I think he got a little off balance right there. Just kind of moving too much across the crease. That was a good ball. That's another thing I noticed, even as a spinner. If you keep bowling stump to stump, you have a better chance of getting and restricting the batsman.
Because if he miss, you hit.
Exactly.
So Nagamutu, the new batter to the crease, 85 for 2. And we're in over number 11, 11.4 overs gone already. They will have to try and step it up to get over the 125 mark to push themselves to pretty close 135, 140 thereabout. So Ali, who have been at the crease some time now, we know that Vijay, he's gone for 42. He will have to step up to the plate.
Yeah, with Nagamuti, I believe the plan for the bowler is gonna be because his hitting areas are cow corner and long on. He loves to play anything full. He has the ability to clear the fence, no matter how big it is. So I'm sure from the bowler's point of view, they are looking to keep him on the outside, not giving him too much width, and keep the ball a little short of a length.
Because when I had talked with MAQ Qureshi this morning, he told me that if they won the toss, they will bowl and try to restrict West Indies to a small total that they can defend. They have the batters to defend it, and they have the bowlers to restrict them. So they're looking to take home, well, for the trophy to stay here, and the $10,000 as well.
Yeah, looks like that just went to the final leg. Probably wicket keeper with a little bit of hamstring thing there. Is probably not able to move across.
So that's 4 wides coming in.
Again, there's a lot of extras, but I think they're still able to do a decent job by restricting the West Indies, keeping them under 8 runs per over.
So talking about extras, 13 extras already.
So it means they already bowled more than 2 overs extra.
Yes.
Again, it's a good bowling, right? Keeping the stump to stump line, not giving too much width to the batter.
Seems as if the keeper is having a hard time looking at him. It seems as if he's hopping at the moment. Can't do much work like he did 2 days ago. Somebody seems to retired hurt or retired out. That is Ali. He's getting off.
Yeah, it's a good and I saw the umpire also questioning, asking, checking with the player where did he get hurt, because as per the ICC rule, you have to be hurt. Player has to be hurt. You can't retire any player just for no reason.
So I guess he's having some back issue
Yeah.
or something. Wonderful day here for cricket. Sunny Sunday. In Jamaica, we'll be preparing some rice and peas and chicken. What would you have been preparing if you were back home?
For the food, and my wife cooks. She's an excellent cook. So I've been blessed with my mom and my wife, and now my daughter. They're all good chef in the kitchen. So I never have to learn anything how to cook. I'm just blessed.
That's good. So 12 overs gone, 91 for 2, and it's Nagamutu and Satar at the crease, 13 extras, current run rate is 7.6. This partnership consists of only a run so far, 91. Will they manage to get over the 125 mark, pretty close to 135, or will Team USA continue to restrict them, not giving them anything outside the off stump or short for them to swing their arms?
Yeah, I think we got 18 balls left, so we should be looking at least around 30 runs to have that 120 mark at least. So it's all up to Nagamutu now. I can see he can probably eyeing on that cow corner area, even on the long on. There you go. So they're putting a fielder down there.
So the field is widely spread now. Mohammed bowled 2 overs, 17 runs from it thus far. No wicket as yet. Nagamutu, a hard hitter, being pretty good in the series so far. Let's see what's up his sleeve today.
Yeah, this is gonna be an interesting over. Rizwan has been in great form as well.
It
looks like a dropped catch. Yeah, it was a cut, and the keeper dropped it. You can see from the bowler's reaction. Yeah, it was cut hard. So I think keeper is probably still feeling that hamstring. That's why he's trouble staying low.
Because if you look at the replay, I think he got up a little bit too early.
That's a good pick there. That's clear. That's the power of Nagamutu. Good pick, good. All the way over long off for 6.
And the West Indies spectators, they enjoyed that one. They love it. They wouldn't mind getting some more. So Nagamutu moves up to 7. Score reads 97. But Mohammed, he's really upset that the keeper didn't take in that one.
Yeah, very similar. I felt yesterday was playing with the one hand. You see Nagamutu's other hand came out the bottom hand, and he just played it from the upper hand all the way through. Sometimes when you looking to hit it through the line, it makes a lot more sense to just keep the bottom hand out and let it follow the upper hand. That's exactly what Nagamutu do. Very legend guy, and those are the guys that everybody else look up to.
Yes. So Satar, he is looking around, looking where the fielders are. Maybe he has some intention to go for the big hits. The boundary being protected there, especially on the leg side.
So a little bit quick delivery from Rizwan there and good running. So you can tell that Abdul Salim is looking to give Nagamutu the strike. He's probably looking at how many balls left. And that was a smart, good getting out the strike. Let the man play his big shots.
Yes, because Nagamutu have some intention to go over the top. He's on 8 from 4, partnership of 9. Score 99 for 2.
Again,
there he goes. Will it be taken through the arms? Waiting for a signal from the umpire. Asking, is it a 4 or a 6? Waiting for it. Let us see. Let's see on the replay here. Well, it's a 6. The signal. Oh, it's a 4.
Yeah, that looked very close. Let's look at it in the replay. Good pick. Yeah, it just bounced inside.
Inside the circle. Just one bounce to the boundary for 4.
Another good pick there. Hitting to the gap, looking at another boundary here. Excellent. The last 3 balls that Nagamuto played, last 4, he scored 3 boundaries there.
And the spectators, they're loving it. 33 runs from Mohammed Spell. 3 overs, no wicket. 33 runs, 13 overs completed. 13 extras already. And the current run rate is 8.2. This partnership, it is 17 runs between Nagamuto and Sattar. Sattar, he's on 1 from 1 deliveries. Nagamuto, 16 from 6. So he's having a go.
Yeah, it looks like Rizwan got stuck after the first drop, the drop catch from the keeper on the first ball. Sometimes as a bowler, it sticks in your mind, and so rather than you focusing on the next ball and sticking to your plan, you're still thinking about the last ball. So looks like it kind of played that little bit with Rizwan, because otherwise he was bowling much more consistently before in terms of line and length, and you can see that a few loose ball. He bowled Nagamuto right in his strike zone. Keep, right full ball right through his arm.
So that's an expensive over 16 runs coming from it. Very expensive. We can see that the keeper, he's limping off the field now. Seems that as if that arm string is bothering him. So he's limping off. And Qureshi will have to get a new keeper. Can see that he's padding up now. 107 runs on the board, 2 overs to go. Sattar, who is on strike, I guess he'll have to take a run to give Nagamuto the strike, who is having a go.
Yeah, so 12 balls, they're probably looking at around 20-25 runs. That takes them right to where they initially I said that it'll be a good target here, around 130-140. So anything around 130-132, I think is in the cards now. So this is interesting with the keeper change. It's kind of the batsman, you taking that momentum out from the batsman, because the batsman now has been given too long of a break here. And that also gives the time for the fielding team to strategize a little bit and see what makes sense to who should be bowling next.
So it's an advantage and disadvantage there.
Yeah.
So they will have to start over. The batters will have to start over, trying to get in the momentum again. It's Carl Wright, who is about to bowl his final over 15 runs and a wicket. Not bad bowling. Spinners, they really, really pull back things from Team West Indies.
So I would probably put the short cover there, because Abdul Salim is looking to just rotate the strike. So I'll bring in short cover and the short mid wicket to cut down that single, put a pressure on him to play big.
Will it be taken, dropped?
We have too many catches dropped today.
Not only today, but right throughout the tournament.
It's good running right there. So that's been the West Indies team's strength. They did the same thing against our Indian team as well. Their running is spot on. They take the first run hard, push for the second, and always look for some kind of overthrow.
Seems as if it was Qureshi who could not hold on to that one.
Again, last second looks like he took the eyes off.
So right, setting the field. Nagamuto looking where he wants to put this one.
Yeah, there was an interesting short selection from Abdul Salim. He just looked to hit it in the air. He got lucky with the catch drop. But I would think that his job would be to give Nagamuto more strike. Just take the quick single and let Nagamuto play his big shots.
Nagamuto, a very strong fellow. A good delivery there from Wright. I don't think West Indies will want any that ball at this moment. They want to score off every delivery. In Jamaica, they say 1-1 cocoa full basket. The fielder comes around. Well, they're pushing hard for the second. Will they take on the throw? No. So they only get 2.
Yeah, for that deep, there's always one extra run for the throw, but I'm sure Nagamoto want to keep the strike. So that's a good strategy from Ken, right? In terms of keep him outside off stump. It's a good flight there. Again, taking the pace off. Good bowling there.
And it's well fielded by Qureshi too. We saw where Nagamoto was run out twice throughout the series already.
Yeah, Mac has a strong arm, and he can hit the stump. So that's pretty good attacking field there.
113, 2 deliveries left in this over.
I'm trying to play a big shot, but it's good running there. A good throw. That looked close. See, again, they with the overthrow, they immediately take
2.
the extra run. Yeah.
So this partnership is 25. 1 delivery left in this over. I don't think Nagamoto would want to get away from the non-striker, and he would want to stay there to attack the bowler when he comes in. So far is 8 runs from the over.
Yeah, Abdul should be looking at 2 or a boundary here. That's a good. Again, hit it too hard. Made it easy. They run fast, run hard. So 2 in the cards right away. Again, good running
Good
there.
run. So they picked up 10 from the over without hitting a boundary. So 14 gone, 117 for 2. Can they get to the 130 mark, or will they get to 125 at the end of their 15 overs?
Yeah, they gotta looking at least 10 plus runs here. Gotta be around 130. That'll be a good competitive score here. They were looking at a very exciting finals.
For sure. So this is a 27 runs partnership. It seems as if who is going to take the final over? I see Qureshi there. And who is that next bowler? Waiting to see the name. Well, Qureshi won't take it. The birds are out. Loving the weather. They're coming in from the north.
So Huda is back. I think he was the opening bowler. I think this is a better move for a spinner. It's never easy to bowl with the new ball. So even 20 runs in 2 may not probably justify his bowling ability. So we'll see a good over here from him. I know the batsman going to play big, but the bowler is a spinner. You have a much better grip on the ball when the ball is 14 years old.
I think Nagamoto is going to attack him. He's been expensive for 2 overs, 20 runs from 2, so he's going at 10 and over. Nagamoto is going to take on the arm of Huda.
So again, this is an interesting choice for picking a left-arm spinner because he's going to be bowling into the Nagamoto's hitting area. So he's not a leg spinner. He's an off spinner and more of an arm bowler. So you're going to see some short over long on. Here you go. Give a little bit, kept it outside off, but nobody called it. So bowler is running towards the ball, and the fielder is not making the call either.
Well, they get another 2 runs, even though the boundaries are not coming in. They are taking their tools to make it up. They're hustling another 10 runs in this final over, which can get them over the 130 mark. 4 deliveries to come.
Again, that's the one I was talking about. Right into his aisle. Makes it easy for Nagamoto to hit it. They're looking for extra run there. Alright, good hustle from the wicket keeper.
Well, Satar aim is just to try and push it for 1 and bring back Nagamoto on strike, or maybe he'll try to launch something over the ropes for a 6, or maybe get a 4, or maybe double up. players. We must say thanks to the players who have traveled across the world, those from Canada, India, wherever they're from, to be here to make this tournament possible. I want to say a big thank you to them, and those who are watching live on maqtv.com, say a big thank you. Thank you for staying with us. Skies that one, swings and swings hard. The feeder comes up. Will it be taken, dropped? This is the third one that have been put down in the inning so far. So this has been a problem throughout the tournament, drop catch. They have to work on that department.
Yeah, it looks like the fielder couldn't get into the place on time, so he had to stretch a little bit to catch the ball. And again, last second taking the eyes off doesn't help. That's a good pick there. Good shot. Let's look into take 2 and maybe push for 3. It's a nice throw down there. Excellent throw.
I remember you said earlier that sometimes you think it's going to the boundary and it's not, so you give it up a little bit. I think that's what they did just now. I thought it was going into the boundary,
Yeah,
but it didn't. Some footwork there, good footwork from the man in the deep.
yeah. If you slack a little bit in trying to save your legs, it can cost you at least 2 runs, 2 to 3 runs. So let's cost them 1 run here.
So 9 runs from the over so far. 1 legal delivery to go.
Again, a little bit more pace in the ball and hit it against the spin, but down to the fielder. Again, pushing for the 2nd run. There it might be. Nagamoto got run out
For the 3rd time.
Yeah, but that's good. He sacrificed a wicket for the team. Didn't care about his own. Just wanted to get it on the other side and take extra run for the team. It was good throw around there too.
So that's the end of the innings. So Team West Indies, they made 127 for 3 from their allotted overs. So Team USA, they will need 128 for victory. So my friend, he will go with the scorecard.
Yeah, so it looks like a good total here. We're originally talking about 130, so the West Indies are right on that. 127 is a good competitive score. It could be anybody's game. Good start from the openers, but I think in between, in the middle overs, when the fielder spread out, runs were not coming easily, especially the boundaries. But 129, I think it's a pretty good score. 128 to win. Sorry, 127 to 128 to win. From bowling side, Prahlad did a pretty good job. I thought he took a wicket and he kept it under 8. Then in between, Huda and Rizwan a little bit more expensive. Javed Bhai, as usual, most economical bowler. And Kenny did an excellent job. I think he kept it. He bowled it in the pressure overs, in the slog overs, and he took an important wicket as well. So again, other than the 2 bowlers, the rest 3 bowled really well.
Okay, so we are waiting the reply of Team USA. So for now, we take a break. Stay with us.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Christmas. So it's good that since I retired, I've had that opportunity to do so.
Well, we wish you a very Merry Christmas, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your time here at the US Open.
Merry Christmas to you too.
MAQ Group is the real estate investment company. Our goal at MAQ Group is to provide you with the expertise and service you need to do business in today's complex market. More information visit maqtv.com. Our latest project for investment, Cedar Creek Road, Fayetteville, North Carolina at exit 49 on I-95, 4825 Windsor Place, Pomfret, Maryland, Charles County, 511 West Bridge Road, Fayetteville, Georgia, Fayette County.
This thing up in North Carolina, the cricket stadium, we're going to have those similar matter with the Sharjah Stadium. We come to watch this thing, how the Sharjah Stadium goes. It's a huge facility, but we'll have the space, 72 acre we're building on the North Carolina. The I-95 is one of the stadium like Sharjah Stadium. So we bring the cricket, not just from there, and we bring all the vision from Sharjah Stadium also to bring in USA. So make the scale of the USA cricket one of the international scale.
We're staying with cricket news, and young female administrator Samantha Qureshi in the United States was recently rewarded for her excellent work in developing cricket in that part of the world. The young Qureshi, a champion show jumper, was able to walk away with a recognition award from the Hall of Fame. Now she's the chief accountant at Cricket Council USA, and her work was really recognized. Let's hear what she has to say.
I actually was surprised by getting this today. No one told me. So it was a pleasant surprise. Thank you everyone who recognized me tonight. I do a lot of work with Cricket Council. I'm the CFO. I have my hand in a lot of different aspects of tournaments that we do and other aspects, like we do fundraising, and we have our youth programs, and I do a lot with all of that as far as organization and other things. So it's just really nice to be recognized tonight, and I appreciate it. Thank you guys.
Well, thanks a lot. We want to continue to encourage Samantha in doing her work. From the West Indies, we want to wish her all the best as well.
We are close to the end, folks, but we have a couple of more people that we need to recognize. And each year, the Palm Beach County Sports Hall of Fame recognizes a person or organization whose dedication goes above and beyond typical commitment to sports and tourism throughout the county. Ladies and gentlemen, Mohammed Qureshi is this year's Outstanding Sports Contributor. Let's take a look at MAQ's accomplishments.
No one has done more for the development of the sport of cricket in the United States than our sports contributor, Mohammed Qureshi. In 1999, MAQ's passion for cricket led him to found a private sports and entertainment company called Cricket Council USA, which is the leader in the promotion, development, and expansion of T20 cricket in the United States. He has invested millions of dollars in the development of the sport across the country. MAQ built the first major cricket stadium in South Florida in Broward County in 2006, and he came to Palm Beach County a year later, building the Boca Riding Club and MAQ Stadium in Delray Beach, where championship events are held each year. The 2022 Legends World Cup will be played at MAQ Stadium. MAQ is a former member of USA Cricket, the sport's national governing body. He is the president and chief executive officer of MAQ Group, one of the largest real estate and financial groups in the United States, specializing in commercial real estate and sports management. At a special ceremony in Boca Raton last October, MAQ was bestowed the Lifetime Achievement Award from the Cricket Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the Palm Beach County Sports Hall of Fame contributor of...
Good evening. I know you see my intro. I'm CEO Chairman for Cricket Council USA, and my job was build the cricket in the United States and have 8 regions, which has been developing. And first cricket ever been played and fast version is at T20 in Dania Beach. I migrated in 1984 in USA. My dream was how come cricket is not been playing one of the American sports.
Good morning once again. Welcome back to the live broadcast. The second half of the final, West Indies made 127, and the USA is going to bat now and for this reply. So opening the batting will be Ahmad Malik and MAQ Qureshi. Open the bowling for the West Indies will be Ken Singh. And here the game starts.
So yeah, Singh with the first delivery outside the off stump and pushed away by Malik. That's a single. So that's good. The good intention shown early here by Ahmad Malik and Qureshi to look to put the fielders under pressure, look to take the singles.
Well, it will be important, particularly to rotate the strike and keep the score ticket. They definitely want to take advantage of the power play. But as you observe with the West Indies team, the only medium pace bowler is Ken Singh, and after that all spin. And the US, I guess they
read it well.
Yeah, they did well.
The US read it well. Not a single delivery from the pacers or the medium pacers. Everything was slow bowling, and this is why that dress rehearsal was important last night, where both teams could have seen what was really working. And Qureshi decided that he was going with the 5 spinners, and it worked out well. In the end, 127 is not a bad effort by the bowling team. Runs here for Qureshi as he clips this around the corner. Kalicharan. And they're going to go back for 2. Qureshi has been in good form. He got a 40-odd last night.
Yeah, he batted well. I mean, he stayed on, but he didn't have partners rallying around last night in that game. I guess he will want to continue in that vein.
Yeah, he has been in some sort of form. Played a rasping square drive yesterday. I thought that was a shot of the day yesterday. And you could see his approach against Singh. He's looking to take a few steps down in order to negate that in swing. Get to the pitch of the ball before. Not giving the ball time to swing. And you as a learned coach, I'm sure that would be the advice for your youngsters to get to the pitch of the ball for those who swing the ball.
Well, certainly you don't want the ball with the new ball. If you have swing and including some seam with that, it gives get the batsman in some trouble.
Yeah, and we know how Singh operates. He brings it back, left arm. He always bowls around the wicket and tends to bring it back into the right-handers. It's a short. Qureshi hoiks it away, and he is caught magnificently behind square.
What a catch. What a catch.
What a catch there by Kali Charand. Qureshi got a delivery on the leg side. He was looking to get it over the infield, and Kali Charand flung himself to the left, and he has plucked out Qureshi for 2, and the score is now 3-1.
I believe in most of the games, Ken Singh get a wicket in his first over, in almost all the games.
It was not a threatening delivery really by Ken Singh, and I think Ken has to give half of that wicket to Kali Charan. It was really a bad delivery down the leg side. It was short. I think the error that Qureshi made was that he did not go after it totally. He kind of held back. He looked to clip it more than anything else, and it gave Kali Charan the chance.
I believe he did not get behind the ball properly the way he wanted.
Yeah, I didn't middle it.
So if it had gone a little finer or squarer, he would have been successful. But nonetheless, a magnificent catch from Kalcharan.
Wonderful catch. I wish we can see that again. And here we are. Roddy Dalman read my mind. There was Qureshi just clipping it more than anything else. And Kali Charan, at the last moment, inches off the ground, he was able to take the catch.
And in comes Kenroy Wright.
Kenroy Wright has been in good form. So the top 3 were really the danger men to look at in terms of Qureshi, Ahmad Malik, Ken Roy. Then you have Devendra Maharaj, who has been getting runs as well. He's batted twice. Twice he got into the 20s. So we wait to see. But I tell you, Ken Roy has been in really good form. Ken Roy, right. Do you know about him?
I don't know much about him, no. I've seen him in this tournament. I heard the guys talk about him a bit.
Driving, immediately he's off the mark.
That was a quick single there by Ken Roy. Good running, I would say. Keep the board on its move. The scoreboard is ticking away. The score 4-1 at the end of the first over. While Vinod, I just got a note here that on behalf of the West Indies stars, they would like to thank some of their sponsors. And of course, owner/main sponsor, Mr. Mahadev Ajodi of Wala, Home Real Estate, Mark Surmani of Westbury Contact Eyelets and Stamping Inc., and Richard Ramrika of HealthNet Limited. And as we go along, I have some other little
that was
suggestions.
That was a note sent across by Brian Ajodi.
Yes.
A young man who is managing the former United States under-15 captain, who is now managing the West Indies team here in the Legends Tournament. Attorney at law, a very fine young man. And he's managing the big boys, the legends. So it's going to be Bim George to take up the attack from the pavilion end or the media center end. Let's have a look at his field. There's a deep mid-wicket. Mid-on. There is a squarish mid-on as well. Cover, squarish cover, backward point. Short third man and long off. First delivery is allowed to go by there by Ken Roy Wright. Just having a look at him.
Yes, he's been a right-hander, left-arm orthodox. Pack off field, as you can see. There's two guys riding the boundary based on restrictions.
Oh, that's well on spot. Right on spot by Bim George there. Bim George doesn't turn the ball that much, but he bowls wicket to wicket.
And he's bowling through and around. Left arm around to Ken Roy.
Right on spot again. Well bowled by Bim George.
As you see, Vinod this morning, I think the West Indies team is pumped up to this final. They have guys riding the ropes to support their players. Keep them at bay. Good bowling, that's good bowling.
George right on spot immediately, and this is important. And a good start from the United States team is what's required here at the moment. George hitting his length immediately. Ken Roy can't get him away. This is good bowling. Are we about to see the first maiden of the tournament?
Well, one ball can give us that answer.
What better way and what better match than the finals to bowl that in? So he's strengthening the offside now. And there's a ring of 5 fielders in that circle on the offside. This time he's back looking to cut. Beaten and made over.
There you go, your maiden, Vinod.
By Bim George. So Bim George completes the first maiden of the tournament. And at the end of 2, the USA team, they're in a spot of bother here at the moment. They're 4 for 1.
Well, definitely. That performance of the over remind me of last year's final with the most popular Prim Singh, who did not bowl in the last preliminary game and came in the finals and got 5 wickets, including a hat-trick. And that made a difference in the final. So we see some good bowling in the beginning.
So it seems as if your good friend Ken Singh is going to continue. Ken Singh, I was told, played a lot of cricket here in South Florida.
He's quite popular among the guys out the cricketing fraternity out here.
He seems to be a very nice guy, very friendly, always greets you with a smile.
Facing Ken Singh is Hamad Malik.
Well, Malik is an excellent batsman in his own right, and a lot with Qureshi being dismissed. A lot depends on him. That's cut away beautifully. runs here for Malik. He should come back for 2. And that one is pulled back inches from the boundary.
That was racing down the track.
He's very pleasing to look at, Malik. Very pleasing on the eyes.
It was a good stroke. Dissected the field and then got 2. Guess he was looking for a boundary there.
Yeah, with the field in. Malik drives, he's on the move, putting pressure on the fielder, and only 1 though. So Malik has to stay there, has to guide the innings. Kenroy Wright might have to do the early heavy lifting.
Well, he was seriously bogged down by Bim George in the previous over.
Well, I got a message just now from Peter Singh wishing his daughter Alicia a very happy birthday out there in Connecticut. And we want to extend all the best to her from MAQ TV and Cricket Council USA.
Well, that's nice when, you know, particularly parent recognize the kid regardless of where they are. I mean, today's technology is quite possible. Yep. The good old days is not possible.
You would have had to have written a letter.
And hope the postman delivers it.
It's Ken Singh. And beaten outside the off stump. There's a loud appeal for a stumping. Not out, says the umpire. Good bit of work there by Hiralal behind the stumps. Let's have a look at that. I think he was grounded.
Well,
he never left the crease.
His foot was grounded. The question is whether it's in or out. I mean,
well, it's difficult to see
from here,
from
yes.
that angle. But Hirala looked very, very convinced, as do all wicket keepers.
That reminds me of the wicketkeeper US, Jahur, very animated.
Jahur got an injury. He might well be needed with a bat today. Kenroy keeping the pose, staying in the shot, and Malik was up for the single, so things been kept very quiet. This is good, a good performance by the West Indies bowlers.
Yeah, another good over from Ken Singh so far. And at 2.5, we know the score is 8 for 1, with a required run rate of 9.9 and a current run rate of 2.8.
Neatly clipped away. So the score after 3, 9 for 1, that required run rate has now gone up to 9.9. And at this point in time, it's nothing to panic about. What these two needs to do here, Joe, is they just need to take the singles, put away the bad balls. The bad balls will come along. And once they can do that, they could still look to build a platform.
Well, certainly, and West Indies has been looking sharp this morning. They're backing up well. I'll be very interested with Bim George continuing with that maiden over previously. Out, stumped by wicketkeeper Hiralal. And Bim George has been very successful today.
Yeah, George is his 7th delivery, not conceding a run. So, Mahmood is going to go out there. He's a good batsman as well. Yeah, under pressure there, Malik. And Hiralal doesn't make too many mistakes. So Hamad Malik goes. Disappointing end to a good tournament for him. And the United States under heavy pressure here at the moment.
Well, certainly, and Bib George continued to do exceptionally well. with a new batsman. Let's see if we could continue with that pressure. And a couple overs like that, and I think the USA will be in some trouble. Don't forget, this game is a 15-over game. It's not a 20-over game.
Yeah, it's 15 right through. So, Ken Roy has on a shirt that says Anwar Ahmad. Must have borrowed that.
Maybe someone adopted him and changed the name.
Look at Bim George here again. And Malik advanced down the track. Looking to get to the pace of it, the ball keeping a bit low.
He has a nice line there, but as you observe, the slow ball, well flighted. I think he was deceived with the flight a little bit.
Bim George.
A windy day at Broward today. Finals.
Mahmoud is back, cuts it away. And you can see Mahmoud seems to have a lot of time to play the ball. You can look, if you have experience, you can look at a batsman play a few deliveries and judge if he can bat or not. I can tell you something, Mahmoud is a batsman.
Well, you would have seen him many times.
Well, I actually saw him at this tournament, but, he seems to be one of those who has a lot of time to play his shots.
And Kenroy went for that drive, got one. I guess he probably panicking with that bog down from Bim George.
11 for 2 at the moment. The United States, they will need a recovery here. Mahmoud beaten. Did he get an inside edge? No signal from umpire Hartley.
That will be a run. And Ken was right. It's 3 runs from 11 ball, not his style.
Yeah, he struggled, Ken Roy. Back looking to force. No run. And one of the reasons for that slow scoring rate by Ken Roy Wright has been Bim George. He has faced most of his deliveries from Bim George, who has been absolutely wonderful with his spell again. So Bim George completes his second over, 1 for 3. It means he has bowled 12 deliveries, conceding just 3 singles.
And as we continue with after 4 overs, the current run rate is still 3 runs per over with the loss of 2 wickets.
Well, the US team, they're not out of it just yet. Once they can keep that required rate within striking distance, around 9, 10, they're still in the game. But these two will have a repair job to do now. And for every over that they fall short of 10 now, it's going to go up.
Well, I believe Ken Singh is continuing, so he will bowl his last over. He bowled pretty good so far. 2 overs, 1 for 9. Let's see what happened.
Bowl him.
He bowled him.
And that is Ken Singh for you.
The ball swing. You see the batsman indicating the ball swing, so he didn't get the right line.
Excellent delivery. And Mahmoud acknowledges that he gets a brilliant delivery. It was actually a slower delivery by Ken Singh. And he is indicating that he got that one to grip and turn in. I don't want to say swing now because it was a slow delivery. He rolled his fingers across that. And that's typical of Ken Singh. Let's look at it. There he goes, rolling the fingers across it. And Singh is celebrating. Look at him.
He's a boss. He's beating his chest. And USA lost another wicket. It's still challenging at this time.
Very, very challenging for the United States. And it was always going to be an uphill task once they didn't get a start from Qureshi and Malik. There he was looking for an expansive drive. It was Mahmoud. And that one breached his defenses and crashed into the timbers. And look at Ken Singh.
Vinod, I would continue with my information. And
are you from the Ministry of Information?
No, sir. We are in the information booth. Again, from Brian, the manager of the West Indies team, and what they're saying is that they're looking for new players and sponsors for the 2023 season.
Well,
that goes to Dubai.
Yeah, it goes to Dubai.
And if anybody interested, just reach out to them through chof.org, crickethalloffame.org, and they will get all the information out there. Don't be afraid to contact Mr. Mahadev Ajodi, who is also a director in the Cricket Hall of Fame.
Hard-working guys out of Connecticut. So at the moment, score is 12-3. This is over number 5 in progress. And Ken Singh calling up his skipper Zamin Amin. Mohammad Huda, who is no slouch with the bat, he can bat.
Well, again, the crowd we have here is on the West Indies end, and it's been constant.
Yeah, the West Indian team, the only team to really walk with their fans, we have been seeing a shot of them ever so often, and it has really been a good outing for the West Indies fans. And I'm thinking right now at this point in time, they may well leave here happy. The US really under pressure now. Can Kenroy and Huda pull them out of a hole? It was always going to be a difficult task if Qureshi left early, and he left in the very first over. Qureshi held the innings together last night with 40 odd. It was always going to be difficult. The batting has been the issue here for United States. Huda drives. That's a beautiful shot, but protection down there. He gets only one.
That's a good shot all along the ground.
Mohammad Huda played for Bangladesh under 19 team. That'll be many, many years ago. Probably when all your hair was black.
Well, as the good old Sparrow, the Calypsonian from the Caribbean, says, gray is just a color, and age is simply a number.
You like that. You live that. Of course, young at heart, always, Joe. Siu Harak, pushed away there by Ken Roy. So these two needs to build a foundation now. It's going to be difficult. They need to consolidate. That required run rate is touching close to 11 now.
Well, and the bowling has been disciplined. Very, very disciplined. And Ketzing continues to keep them at bay, but Bim George is the story of the moment.
Well, if the West Indies team go on to win today, they will follow in the footsteps of the illustrious great West Indian team that won the first two World Cups, 1975, 1979. They would have now won the Legends World Cup in the 2021 and 2022. And they will also follow that West Indies T20 team that also won 2 T20 World Cups.
So, stuck at 2, right?
Well, played back, Kenroy in a tangle. Remember, Nagamutu still to come into bowl, so that's not good news for the United States. They're 15 for 3 at the moment.
And Kenroy is struggling, really. I mean, 4 runs from 15 balls. Definitely not his style of playing, but the bowlers is keeping him rather down.
Yeah, it's been really tight. Gets a single. So it's the end of over number 5. At the end of 5, the latest score here at Central Broward, 16 for 3.
Yeah. And as we continue, the score is 16 for 3 in 5 overs. Kenroy Wright on 5 of 16 balls, and Mohamed Huda 2 of 2. But the star bowler for the West Indies this morning, both is doing well, Ken Singh and Bim George. But Bim George have been bowling tremendously well. They couldn't get him out at all. And now joining the commentary, of course, is the lovely Kimberly.
Thank you, Joe. So West Indies on top of things here. 16 for 3, Team USA. They will have to build a partnership, another 112 runs, record from 60 deliveries, 5 overs gone. Remember, it is a 15 overs affair. Joe, what do you think of the game so far?
Well, I think the USA in a little bit of trouble. Not out of the woods yet, but with 5 overs, current run rate of 3.2, and climbing required at 11.2, losing 3 wickets, 3 of the important wickets at the top. Let's see what the guys can do at this stage.
So Team USA used spinners to tighten up things on West Indies, and West Indies, they are using spinners now to pull things, to hold them down at this moment. 3 wickets gone already with just 17 runs on the board.
Well, if you realize that all through this tournament, the West Indies played with 1 medium pacer in Ken Singh, all spinners that did a good job on this track. And but even Ken Singh bowled marvelous today. 3 overs, 13 runs, 2 wickets, and look what Bim George is doing.
Yes, George is following in the footsteps of Singh. Wonderful day here for cricket, Joe.
Certainly, certainly. And he's out. Oh,
what?
Dropped. He's dropped. What a fumble. And that is, I recognize that will be Bali Nayak.
I think anxiety tripped in just now. He was anxious to hold on to it, but just couldn't he juggle that one for about a minute or so. He managed to, he lives to face another delivery.
Well, he got about 4 chances. 4 chances at 1.
4 in 1.
And he's an excellent player.
Yes.
But no uncertainty in these games. George tend to have the grips on the U.S. batsmen.
Yes, indeed. Well, I see that the spirit is very high in the West Indies camp from morning.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you see, they even have the, as I mentioned, they have the players outside supporting and giving advice or enjoying the game from a different perspective. And Bim George continues. Another dot ball, 3 singles and 1 dot in this over.
So we see some flyers here in front of us here, Joe, talking about the 14th staging of the U.S. Open Cricket. That comes up on December 5th, and it runs to the 5th to the 13th. And that cash prize will beat this one by far. It is $150,000. The first place will get $100,000, and I think the second place will get the 50.
Well, that's what it says here. Registration will be open. And this tournament takes place on December 5th to the 13th. This has been a yearly tournament run by MAQ Qureshi, and they have been doing a fantastic job. They attract some big teams from throughout the U.S. Lots of big name players in these tournaments, and I suppose they will continue to do so.
Right.
And the score is 26 for 3 after 6.
Well, the run rate is climbing. 11.3. The record run rate is 11.3. Current run rate is 4.3. This partnership between Huda and Kenroy Wright is just 14. They need another 102 runs from 54 delivers. George completed his spell, picked up a wicket for 13 runs.
Yeah, and the new bowler going to be Vijay Sunarayan. The 2 opening bowlers did the job that was required in the opening spell.
Yes. So they did their part. But USA, if they can build a partnership and remain focused, they can get over the line. Another 54 deliveries to come. Another 9 overs. Still gettable. They just need to build a partnership. But Team West Indies will want to continue to apply pressure on Team USA.
Yes, certainly. And as we were saying before, Kenroy Wright is batting out of his zone. He was under some serious pressure. So with the change of bowling, let's see how Wright and Huda will address the situation.
Talking about Wright, yesterday he played an innings. He knew that the team wanted him to take them over the ropes yesterday in the first game that they won against India. And he played his part there, depending on him to play another anchor role here. West Indies don't mind giving them the ones and the twos, but they're protecting their boundaries. And what I noticed with the bowlers as well, they're sticking closely to the batsmen, and they know the capability of Kenroy Wright, that he's capable to go over the top, getting some boundaries as well. So if you notice there, they sent some man back on the boundary on the leg side.
Yeah, they have the sweeper on the offside, and they have 3 guys on the leg side. They have the long on the mid-wicket and backward square, all the way on the ropes. So, as you said, they certainly want to protect those boundaries, and singles will not win this game. But they need to still rotate the strike and keep the scoreboard clicking.
28 for 3. And I think that if Team West Indies picked up another wicket, it will damper, put some more pressure, apply more pressure on Team USA. Qureshi, yesterday he played a good innings, didn't get off to the start that he had wanted today.
And Ryan bowls to Huda, who was dropped early on. And they run to excellent run there.
The manage, so there, what I noticed, and I must commend especially Team Canada, I must applaud them for the work they have done in the field. They run well, they make sure the bowlers stick to their task. They had a wonderful time. I think they had their first win of the tournament yesterday. That's a nice shot. They will definitely come back for 2 and pick it up quite comfortably.
Yes, definitely. And if you observe the captain of the West Indies team, Zamin Amin, I mean, he lives in New York out with us there. He was previously for many years the captain of the U.S. national team. His team, which is ACS in New York, have won many, many, many tournaments at the Masters level, at the league level. And this year, they won 2 championships back-to-back in New York City.
So, well, if the West Indies win this one, chance to run out, get home. If West Indies win this one, you can say it's a 3 under Amin's belt.
For this season?
Yes.
Yes, and as you would recall, right now the West Indies in this tournament, last year they says undefeated. The only team undefeated.
Well, Team USA, they're trying to break that today, because West Indies, they won 3 from 3 starting from Friday. And if they win today, 4 from 4. Another, just a run, 34.
34 from 7. As Kimberly just said, the run rate is going up a little bit, 4.9. However, the required run rate is still over 11, almost 12. It's creeping there.
Well, maybe it moves from creep to walking. So another 94 runs record from 48 deliveries. Even if Team West Indies don't get any more wickets, they're trying to keep it tight, only giving them ones and twos and not giving them the boundaries. Because if you look at that over, is what, 2, 4, 6, 8 runs coming from that over.
Well, that's the biggest over for the U.S. All-Stars. Previously, Bim Jod got 13 in his 3 overs, and Ken Singh got a few. So that's the biggest over. So you saw a little stepping up of getting a couple runs during the over. But also remember, power plays over. So they're using the openness of the field to get the runs.
So I see the captain himself introducing himself, Zamin Amin. Well, maybe he told me this morning that the game plan is to stick to what they have been doing throughout the tournament and to take home the $10,000 and the championship trophy as well.
I guess the U.S. would be thinking the same.
Yeah.
But they're not in a great position.
Right now.
But nothing is out of the woods. It's possible. 93 runs and 47 balls. Anything possible in cricket.
Because it is a game of glorious uncertainties.
Definitely. And
looking at the field setting, boundaries protected here. Only 4 players inside of the circle. They don't mind the ones, but they don't want to give away the boundaries. So the batters, they will have to try and go over the top for some sixes.
Oh, that's good running. That's good running. And Kenroy and Huda has been stepping up a little bit, hustling the runs. That's 2 good runs.
But Joe, for them to even another 91 runs required, they have to at least get 1 boundary in the over with those 2s and 1s.
Not only that, a couple big overs.
Yes.
Not only 1, but a couple big overs.
Indeed. As we said, it's not over until it's over. Good delivery from Zamin. But the sun is out in all its glory. And so thanks to those who are watching on maqtv.com and those of who are here with us, thank you. Well, it's bowling that disturbed the stomp of Huda. He walks back to the dressing room. Another one has been ushered back. The score reads 37 for 4.
Commentators curse. Kimberly, as you said, they lose 1 wicket and a little more trouble. And so said, are you going to predict the game with that calling of a wicket?
So Team West Indies are on top of things now. Team USA, they will have to try to capitalize on things. They have 37 runs on the board. Another 91 runs record from 44 deliveries. Huda, he walks back to the dressing room. He's gone for 12 from 12 deliveries. Kenroy Wright has been around for some time now. 16 from 22 deliveries. And Zamin, the captain, 3 runs for a wicket in 4 deliveries. Definitely Team West Indies, they have things under their belt. Yes, taking home, they want to take home $10,000 as I predicted on the first day. That Team West Indies and Team USA would have been in the finals. This is it today, but I didn't predict who is going to win. It's yet for us to see, Joe.
Well, our job is not to call that. However, we use the stats. But Kenroy Wright, again, I would say he's not playing his normal game, but he's playing a role just like Mark played last night, without his support on the other side.
Yes.
But he's struggling because in the beginning, Bim Jod locked him down.
Yes.
And he never get off from that. So let's see how Tariq Hussain, the new batsman, will support Ken Wright and see where it could go from here.
Well, if Kenroy, you have to step up and take it on bravely to say, you know what, wickets are falling around me. I will have to be the Samson in this one and try to tackle the bowlers and try to go for the big shots, try to get something in so it can be a matchup here. But I must say the bowlers are not giving him that opportunity. He'll have to dig deep and work hard for it.
I must say the West Indies bowlers have been on target. The batsman is struggling to get them off.
Lord appeal, the index finger goes up. Zaminamin, he's struck again. That one rattles the pad of Tyreek. He's gone for a duck. Another one has bite the dust. The score reads 37 for 5.
Definitely, the batsman Tariq is rather surprised. If he could have asked for the third umpire, but apparently we don't have that in the stadium. He struck plumb. She struck plumb, and I think that's a good decision.
Yes, indeed. He played across the line, come across the line fully, looking at the monitor here in the commentary box. Well, if we had that system, definitely it will be continue walking.
Yeah, they would have lost that
review.
Yes.
37 for 5, Joe. What do you think?
Well, again, we got to be neutral here, but based on our stats here, it's not looking so good. The required run rate going to 30 now.
Yes, they need to build a partnership. A partnership will help them with couple boundaries and help them to get back in the game. They will have to try to get a bowler to target him and try to take some risk. As I said, Kenroy Wright, he played a wonderful innings yesterday. He take on the bowlers. Can he repeat it himself today and try to be a Samson to take his team pretty close or basically over the line for victory?
Well, Zaman won over 2 wickets for 3 runs. I mean, and then Sunine is 1 over 8 runs. So that's the biggest over. But with a 4 or 5 wickets, these batsmen need to push along. I mean, in a hurry.
Yes. Kenroy Wright, he'll have to shoulder it. Take on the responsibility here. Been at the crease for some time now. Well, I can see his intention open up for that. Picked up 2 comfortably.
Well, he realized that he'd been there for a while and losing partners on the other end rapidly. He's the best guy to move along. He should be seeing the ball, addressing the situation accordingly.
Yes.
And remember, the West Indies still have one of the best bowlers in Agamutu yet to bowl.
That's true. And the run rate is climbing now. The record run rate is 13.2. Current run rate is 4.8. It's not over yet. Another 88 runs record from 40 delivers.
Yeah, 1 or 2 big overs and could make a difference.
Yes, it can.
It's not over yet.
So between Akhtar and Wright, they will have to build a partnership. Is either Wright have the go, take on the challenge to target the bowlers, or Akhtar will step up to the plate. He just come in and say, you know what, I'm going to be the bigger one here and take on the challenge.
Somebody got to do it because with the 9th over being bowled, it seems that they can't get off the spin. And the bowlers are bowling a good line all the time, most of the time. You haven't seen much, if any, bad balls from the bowlers.
Talking about that, look at the extras. No extras in the game so far. USA, they bowled 13 extras. As my good friend Chita would say, that's 2 overs and a delivery.
Yep. And by the time you bowl 5 wides and no ball, you're playing an extra over.
Yes.
And giving away 3 runs.
And Team West Indies, they have put down about 3 or 4 catches. I mean, Team USA, they have put down 4 catches when they were bowling to the West Indies.
And that's not a bad comeback over from Srinarayan. Just 5 runs in that over. So he would have bowled 2 overs, 13 runs, no wicket. And of course, like I said, the most successful bowler for the West Indies is Mahindra Nagamoto. And by the way, in this West Indies team, he's the only player who is a really true West Indian legend.
Yes.
He played for Guyana, he played for a lot of cricket in USA. Comes from Port Moran, where some great cricketers in Guyana come from. And he played for the West Indies, Tests and One-Days and stuff like that. So he's been around and he's proven his experience.
And he's wearing a shirt with 370 written in the back of it. So that's picked up 370 international wickets. So it's Zamin who is continuing 3 runs, 2 wickets from his previous over.
And Wright decide to go at it. He should get 2 runs there. Backward a square. 2 easy runs for Wright. Wright moves to 22.
From 26 deliveries. I'm thinking now though, Joe, will this be a matchup? Will Wright take on the arm of Zamin?
Well, with this being the 10th over, and it's a 15-over game, seeing the required run rate, if they keep batting and looking for the singles and maybe double here and there, they'll put themselves in a little more trouble. And they have to pick up the pace here, one way or the other. Sacrifice a wicket, go at it, make an attempt. Because this game cannot be drawn. And this is the final. This is the final.
Yes, it is. Zamin goes up, but
I think it's struck too high.
Umpire, is it umpire Hartley signal a leg by?
That's a replay, see? A little too high.
That wasn't even a convincing appeal. The keeper didn't even go up with Zamin. Zamin was just trying something.
Well, like any bowler, you know. And the position of the game, they probably want to get it over and go on the beach.
Yeah.
We're in South Florida. Why not? By the time we get back to the Northeast, is winter time. So
yes.
Might as well take advantage of it. And there we have Tazmul looking on, one member of the team, but he didn't play any game, Florida base. And Wright is playing that down the leg side. He run 2. I think he's keeping a strike. I believe he's the one want to go after and see what he can do to change his position of the game.
So the first extra on the board, 2 extras coming in. 32 deliveries to go, 79 runs required. Required run rate is 14.8. They are going at 5.1. They have to get in some boundaries.
See what Zamin is doing. He's bowling. He knows Wright want to go after the bowling. So he's bowling it. He having the ball follow him and bowl it right at his body.
Yes.
So there's no power shot for him.
None. Not giving him any room to free his arms. Swings and swings hard. Haven't seen a boundary in a long time. That one rushes to the boundary for 4.
Yes, a welcome boundary, certainly. And I guess Wright would want some of those.
Yes.
And the U.S. team would be looking forward to that.
They need lots more there, Joe. And that's a good boundary to end the over. So over number 10 come to an end.
Well, I'll be leaving the commentary for a while. So all the best.
All right. Thank you, Joe. 75 runs required from 30 deliveries. I mean, he's bowled 2 overs for 13 runs. Vijay bowled 2 overs for 13 runs. I mean, picked up 2 wickets as well. So welcome back, Chita, in the commentary box.
Thank you. Thank you for. I'm excited to be back here. I think Now Kenny is the is the guy here. He has played close to 30 balls, so his eyes probably well set. He can see the ball like a soccer ball, so he should be the one who can probably take play big shots here. 15 is still not completely out of the reach. He's still looking at 2 boundaries every over. The fielders are spread out. He's probably thinking about hitting more 4s than the 6, because 6 does carry a risk of getting caught in the end, in the deep. So, but you need at least 2. Thank you. But you definitely need 2 boundaries every over here.
Yes, and that boundary that ended over of Zamin brings up the 50 for Team USA, 53 for 5. And as we all said in the commentary box, everything is on Kenroy Wright.
So Nagamutu usually he bowls the leg cutter, and he doesn't give you much room. He does have a high release point, so the batsmen need to just kind of stay keeping the head low and trying to hit him over the line. I mean, I see the cover, the deep extra cover is open. That's the 180, probably try to hit it over rather than playing across the line. I'm sure Wright is probably going to try and hit it over the covers there, because those fielders are inside. That's the 180. I see it, it's open.
So the bowlers, the team West Indies, they have been doing a good job. We saw spinners did it for Team USA to restrict Team West Indies to 127.
He hit it in that area, but couldn't hit it over the fielder or through the gap. So again, something Team Wright is thinking about, keeping the head low and trying to pick the ball from underneath. Again, playing cross, could not connect the ball. Playing cross is always tough with Nagamutu because he has this very consistent leg cutter.
So a lot of things is going through the head of Kenroy Wright. Allow the peel, the keeper takes off, waiting for a signal, but Kenroy Wright, he knows it. He walks back. Another wicket has fallen. He looks disappointed. The score reads 54 for 6. And Team USA, they are sinking deeper and deeper. Team West Indies, they're having a grand time.
Yeah, that's a smart bowling from Nagamutu. He, instead of doing a leg cutter on this, well, he brought in his variation, kept the ball arm straight and hit the stump. So because you could see Wright had trouble connecting the ball, so instead of keeping a leg cutter, he bowled straight in.
Well, we're looking at the replay here in the commentary box. Good work from the keeper.
Yeah, again playing across the line. Oh, that got stumping.
Yes.
He missed the ball completely there.
The keeper knows it. He ran off in style, and you can see the disappointment on Kenroy Wright while he walks back to the dugout. He's gone for 29 from 33 deliveries, and that was a good delivery from Nagamutu to drag him down the wicket.
Yeah, Wright had his eyes well set. So I think it'll be difficult for any batter to come in this situation. Looking at almost 18 runs per over now, it's gonna be too much to ask, too tough of a task now. I'm sure the folks in the West Indies camp, the audience, are pretty happy now. It's time for them. Probably always thinking about the party tonight.
But Cheetah, if you look at the run rate, it is climbing. It's at 17.8 already, the record run rate.
Yeah, that's what it does. I think that's the difference between the teams who've been doing consistently well in this tournament. The others struggling is those who taken the advantage of the power play with the field restriction on.
If the Team USA can get somebody who will attack the bowlers, it's not over for them as yet. They can still have a chance of winning this game. 74 runs record from 25 deliveries.
So I'm surprised with the Amir coming this down in the order, because he's a pretty good hitter, strong batsman. You would hope in a final game like this, you probably want to bring him up the order, because he does take few balls to settle in, but once his eyes are set, he can actually play clear the fence.
Well, they will need him to clear the fence so often now with 4 overs to come, 11 completed, 54 for 6, a current run rate of 4.9. Record run rate is 18.5 with Amir and Akhtar at the crease. They need boundaries.
Yeah, with the field restrictions off, most of the fielders all on the boundary, even the inside fielders are probably on the edge of 30 yards. It's too tough of a task with 6 wickets down already.
So they will have to just settle with the 2s and the 1s?
That's definitely an option. That they can, if they can't hit boundary, they should at least looking to score 2 of every ball. The thought there should be is either I score 2 or hit a boundary. Because that's a must right now. Those will be too late.
That is definitely required of them now. So it is Zamin, the captain, to continue in his final over. Well, basically on the offside there, on the leg side. 1, 2, 3, I think 4 players on this.
They can move across. It looked pretty close. So as you can see, the West Indies team, they're pretty confident. They kept most of the fielders on the offside, still inside. So they are very confident about not giving away the boundaries.
They're protecting the boundaries. 5 players on the boundaries.
And it looks like they also done some homework there, because with Amir Bhai, he likes to hit it straight more through the lines, that they have a protection on long off and long on, I believe. So
yes,
that's a smart field setting. Yeah, one of the batters needs to get the front foot out of the way to have the ability to swing through the line.
So we have in front of us here, Cheetah, that the tournament, the US Open Cricket Tournament, comes up December of this year, December 2022. It runs from the 5th of December to the 13th, and the cash prize is $150,000. That's a lot of money there. And registration, it said register now for the upcoming tournament. It's open.
Yeah, this is things to make by in his management. This is a big tournament, probably the biggest in this area, in this part of the world. And having this massive cash prize definitely attracts a lot of international players from across the world. And I'm really looking forward to this. I have one of the team that is participating in this tournament. The team name is Virginia Fox. That's where I'm from, and we're really looking forward to this. So you'll see me here during the December 5th to 13th. So really exciting tournament and great thing. Yeah, and the 2023 has $250,000 prize, on the price. So that's awesome. I think that should give that footprint that this tournament deserves at the international level.
Yes, and even if we look at it closely, it says that registration is open for the upcoming tournaments, and that is the 15th stage in as well for the US Open Cricket, and the cash prize will be increasing. It will go to $250,000 next year.
That's a lot of money. I mean, so we're talking $250,000 for the cash prize. I believe the first place is $150,000, and then the $100,000 from the second down. So this is exciting.
Definitely. And they have baseball cricket league comes up next year, April 27th to the 30th. Registration is open, and I must tell you, these cash prize, they are very attractive. The cash prize for the baseball tournament is $100,000. And for the registration, you can visit www.baseballcricket.com. Sponsorship opportunities available. You can call them at 561-392-4800. So back to cricket here now.
Yeah, so the team needs the boundary every ball now. Only miracle can save the US team here, but I'm sure it's pretty much should be an easy walk for the West Indies team. They really deserved it. They kept it very professional. They came in well prepared. The planning was spot on, and the field setting, even you can see even until the last over, they keeping it to their main bowlers. and sticking to the plan. So very professional and consistent performance from West Indies team, who's been the defending champion. That's how they played last year, and doing the same thing this year.
So, looking at the scoreboard, while we were talking about the tournaments that's coming up, seems as if a wicket has fallen. 59 for 7. Run rate is at, the record run rate now is at 23 runs. They need another 69 from 18 that delivers. This partnership consists of 3 runs. Davinja and Amir, they need runs. They need boundaries. It is Nagamutu back in the attack, picked up a run, a wicket, a run from it. Let's see what will happen.
Yeah, again, just great performance with the bat and now with the bowling from Nagamutu.
It swings hard, the fielder comes around. They'll try to double up on this one. Will it be a chance to run out?
That's a good throw right from the boundary, hitting the stump, one stump. So you see another wicket here. Again, the same very professional and athletic and very consistent performance from the team West Indies here.
I saw one just like that yesterday. It seems as if, who is the fielder? He seems as if he has some arc eye. It looked like Statter himself. It seems as if he has something projecting to the stump from his eyes. Another wicket is down. The score reads 59 for 8. Look at the pickup. Picked up cleanly, kept his eyes on the ball, and lob it in. Nagamutu could not put hands to it. Direct hit to the stumps.
Yeah, perfect from the cricket book. Picking it with the right foot behind the line. Good pickup, good release, and one eye onto the stump. So especially those youngsters who are watching this, there's a lot of things to pick from some of these guys. And then one throw, one pickup, how much difference can it make?
60 for 8. 17 deliveries to come. 68 runs needed by Team Team USA. You can feel the momentum, the energy in the field from Team West Indies. Spirit was high this morning, and the spirit was high for Team USA as well. They bowled well this morning.
Yeah, it should be a catwalk for the Team West Indies from here. Again, hitting to the line. Can't hit a boundary still.
With a ball going back to Statar, they won't even think about going back for a second with a man with an archive eyes.
Again, around the leg cutter, going straight to the stump line. Batsman could not connect.
61 for 8.
This one is on the back foot. Easy single. Again, it's just too late, too much. Too many runs to score. We only have 2 wickets left. You see the body language of all the West Indies players now. They're pretty relaxed. They know they've done all the hard work to get to this point, and they are looking to lift the trophy again this year.
And also, I'm looking through the windows here. I see Team Canada. They're warming up. The sky's that one. The fielder comes up, drop short. They'll just settle for a run.
Yeah, it's a smart move from fielder too. Paul doesn't want to get injured at this point. You know he got the game. Won't make a difference. There's no need to dive there. With just 2 overs left.
13 gone, 64 for 8. The required run rate moves up to 32 now. And as I said, I'm looking through the windows and I can see Team Canada. And they're warming up. They will go up against Team India. And Cheetah, you'll be playing You're
Yeah,
looking for
so
another half century?
I'm just looking to go down now. Thanks for the opportunity. It's just been pleasure with spending time in the commentary box with you, and I'll look forward to more. So thank you again.
You're welcome, Cheetah. I do enjoy it as well.
Okay,
All the
thanks.
best.
Thank you.
All right. So another 12 runs required here from 64 deliveries, 13 overs gone, 4 extras. Record run rate is 32.0. Current run rate is 4.92. 8 wickets down for Team USA. West Indies, they need 2 more wickets of victory, but required USA needs 64 from 11. Is it possible for Team USA? The defending champion there seems to be on top of things.
They're definitely on top at this point in time. Devendra Maharaj looking to hit this one away. He's on 4 from 4. He's had a good tournament. Surprisingly came in very late to bat. The West Indies looking to repeat here. That's an edge. They call it an educated one. Down to the boundary for 4.
Well, we haven't gotten a boundary in quite some time, and the Team USA, they'll be happy with that one for sure.
Yeah, batting has been their bugbear. It showed here in the finals. Without Qureshi or Hamad Malik making runs, or Kenroy, it was always going to be difficult. Kenroy just couldn't get the ball off the square today. Qureshi and Hamad Malik left early. Short, pulled away. And there is protection down at Cow Corner. That should have been 2.
Well, after a run out about 6 deliveries ago, you don't want to chance it to go for another one. They're trying to bat out the 15th over. Even if they don't win this game, their aim is to bat it out. A fielder comes up, comes around, running. They will come back for 2. They will pick it up easily.
So the required rate is now 48. Even you can't get that, Kimberly.
Not at all. But you can see the intention of these 2 batters. They're trying to take on the bowlers, but it will be a little bit too late because 14 overs gone now, 73 for 8. They need another 55 runs, and the required rate is 55 runs.
Yeah, so just 1 over to go, and we will crown a champion, and that'll be the West Indies. They have repeated as champions here of this Legends tournament. Mahendra Nagamutu, who has been one of the bowlers of the tournament so far, he will be the man finishing up matters.
Yes. So, Nagamutu bowled 2 overs, 6 runs and a wicket. He's in his final over, which is the final over for this finals. Skies that one, it's in the air. Nobody will attempt to get to it. The batters, they will come back for 2, and I'm looking downstairs and you can see Team West Indies. They are lining up to go on the field because they know they have pocketed this one again for the 2nd time. They won it in 2021. And they're definitely putting their stamp on the trophy again for 2022. West Indies, they're having fun now. Must commend the ground staff. They did a fantastic job with the pitch. This game makes it 7 games. 7 games in 3 days, and we have another match coming up next. That is between Team India and Team Canada. Nagamutu is finishing up things. A bowling! The 9th wicket has fallen. Is it? Waiting to see if he's been bowled. Looking back at the television here, seems to be some bat and pad. And the reaction of the keeper and the batsman got me excited, thinking that was a wicket. Through to the keeper. Well, no, he's been bowled. Well, he's been bowled now. The 9th wicket has fallen. And the score reads 77 for 9. Let me look on the television here. Now he's been bowled. Team West Indies. Well, the fat lady, she's about to sing the song. It's amazing grace to see the West Indies. They have won it again. A good play, good game by Team USA. They bowled well this morning to restrict Team West Indies to 127 runs. But the batting order could not come through for them today. Qureshi didn't get the start he'd have wanted. Kenroy Wright, he was pinned down by the spinners. Team West Indies, they really held things together. And I think they have fun while doing that as well. So in a few, we'll head downstairs for the presentation ceremony. We talk about the 14th staging of the U.S. Open Cricket that comes up for 2022. That will run from December 5th to the 13th of December. And the cash prize is $100,000. First place will take $150,000, goes to the second place. And then registration is open for next year U.S. tournament. And the cash prize will be increased by $100,000, which makes it $250,000 US. That's a lot of money. So Nagamutu picked up 2 wickets for 10. Score reads 77 for 8. 2 days ago, West Indies restrict Team India for 85 for 7 from their allotted 15 overs. So you have a first slip, second slip, a third slip, and a gully. They're calling in the field now. You have a leg slip as well. Well, it beats everybody just for a run. Well, 2, make that 2. And that's the game. That's the end of the game. We say congrats to Team West Indies. They have won it, the title again for 2022. Well played by Team USA. Bowled really well, but just couldn't get over the line in the batting department. They lost 9 wickets for 79 runs. Congrats to Team West Indies, and the spectators, they are loving it. Let's take a look on the scorecard for Team USA. While we are waiting that the team members, they are walking out to greet each other. So Malik 5 from 5. Qureshi made 2 from 2. Kenroy Wright didn't get the goal that he would have wanted. 29 runs from 33. Mahmood 2 from 3. Hoda 12 from 12. Tariq Duck Attar 2 from 9. Amir 2 from 3. Davinja 9 from 7. And Pollard 9 from 10. And Javid not out and didn't get a chance to get off the mark. So Davinja and Javid not out. 79 for 9. 7 extras in the innings. Let's look at the bowling department now. Ken Singh bowled 3 overs, picked up 2 wickets for 13 runs. George bowled 3 overs, picked up a wicket for 13 runs and a maiden. And Vijay didn't pick up any wicket, but he bowled extremely well. 13 runs from his 2 over. Zamin 3 wickets from 16, very economical. 5.3 there. Nagamutu picked up 2 for 10, and then Sattar 1 over 8 runs. And the fall of wickets there. USA, they lost the first wicket at 3, second wicket 9, third wicket for 12. West Indies really pinned them down between the fourth and the fifth wicket for 37, the sixth wicket 54, the seventh wicket 56, and the eighth wicket at 60. 9 wicket fall at 77. So congrats to the West Indies team. For now, we take a break and then we hop on back in with the second game. That will be between Team India and Team Canada.
Reason is not been playing, there was long version games. It's the 5 days to find out who's win the games. So they never been one of the American sports. So I created the shortest version, it's T20. Can finish 2.5 hours the games, and all Americans start liking that games. It's one of the American sports. But just remember, cricket the second world largest sports after the soccer. And none of them Americans recognize that this is sports is a cricket in America. But now is moving forward. We have first stadiums has been built internationally. And my duty is I live in Palm Beach. I brought MCL, Major Cricket Leagues, in Palm Beach County first time last year during the pandemic. And first Hall of Fame dinner night I invited have to host it in Palm Beach. Second goal is I want to bring this thing up World Cup championships in Palm Beach and Broward County in USA. 2024, I went to the Dubai last week. They're recognizing they're gonna have World Cup in USA 2024. Is World Cup is cricket is just like Olympic. It's just like Olympic. So I want to have, first of all, I met today and who actually introduced me, Mr. Michael Zeff, actually, I'm sorry for his name, but he's the one who introduced me in here, and I did a lot of programs in Palm Beach County for the Kids Festival every year, and also we bring the first cricket fields is ICC approved in Palm Beach County. My goal is some way county mayors and commissioners and recognizing cricket in Palm Beach, bring one of the sports. Just for the youth, for knowledge, cricket is most paying sports. It's minimum, like my son is born raised is in Palm Beach. He's playing for USA teams. Minimum his contract is $200,000 small leagues to up to $20 million. That's a huge amount of the money incentive for the kids. He's in Dubai right now, he's playing up there. But there's a lot of American kids, they will start playing cricket now. So we had MCL we started, we like to your support. We want to have more field in Palm Beach County, and I can do my contributions, developing cricket in Palm Beach. We want to bring Palm Beach one of the cricket home grounds, and God bless America, God bless West Palm Beach. Sports can be bringing in cricket in Palm Beach. Thank you so much.
खेलेंगे हम जुनून से खेल तो है ये खून में खेलेंगे हम जुनून से खेल तो है ये खून में जब बल्ला घूमे धरती झूमे दुनिया दुनिया ये देखे हमको सग है दुआएं सबकी अपने ऐसा वैसा समझना हम मालिक हैं अपनी मर्जी के हम जी चाहे जो वो करते देंगे हम हारेंगे हम ना रब से है उम्मीदें हमको Let's play US Open cricket, 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 let's play.
So I'm here with the legend Brian Lara. He is here to watch some of the cricket here at the US Open. So Brian, what are you up to at the moment? What are you doing here in Florida?
Actually, I just came from Bahamas. I was playing some golf, and you know, I mean, Miami is very close to Trinidad. So spending a week, I understand that through my travel agent actually that this cricket tournament is going on. So I felt that I just passed in, but it's more of a Christmas shopping holiday for me.
And have you bought anything nice so far?
Yeah, for my daughters, that's about it. But yeah, I mean, it's always a great spot to be, and it's just great to see cricket being played in the United States.
Of course, and lots of West Indian players playing today and throughout the week. Have you seen anyone who's impressed you so far?
Not yet. I mean, I spent a little bit of time, I think it was Monday or Tuesday, but you know, I'm here for a little bit. But as you said, there's a few West Indians here, and obviously a guy like Lyndall Simmons, who just came out of the World Cup, Ramdin, who I played with in the past. So I'm almost sure they have impressed the people who have come to watch. But for me, it's being a team sport. You know, it's always important to see the amount of cricket that's being played in the United States. I heard that there's a lot of leagues going around the country, culminating into the US Open here in Miami. So for me, it's not about the individual. It's growing the game in America, and I understand that it's in very good hands. So, you know, hopefully we'd see some outstanding cricket from the United States in the future.
Of course, and finally, what are your plans for Christmas this year?
Well, I'm heading off on Tuesday and spend it with my family because I do a lot of traveling, and of course with the pandemic, sometimes you find yourself in so much bubbles around the world, unable to spend time with your family. So I'm very, very happy that I'm getting an opportunity to spend it with my kids. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But you know, the whole thing starts all over again come January, and back to work, back to the grind. So this Christmas. And being a former cricketer, you would understand that if I'm not in Australia and I'm in South Africa for Christmas, so it's good that since I retired, I've had that opportunity to do so.
Well, we wish you a very Merry Christmas, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your time here at the US Open.
Merry Christmas to you too.
MAQ Group is the real estate investment company. Our goal at MAQ Group is to provide you with the expertise and service you need to do business in today's complex market. More information visit maqtv.com. Our latest project for investment: Cedar Creek Road, Fayetteville, North Carolina at exit 49 on I-95, 4825 Windsor Place, Pomfret, Maryland, Charles County, 511 West Bridge Road, Fayetteville, Georgia, Fayette County.
Stadium, we're going to have those similar matter with the Sharjah Stadium. We come to watch this thing, how Sharjah Stadium goes. So the huge facility, but we'll have the space, 72 acre we're building on the North Carolina then I-95 is one of the stadium like Sharjah Stadium. So we bring the cricket not just from there, and we bring all the vision from Sharjah Stadium also to bring in USA. So make the scale of the USA cricket one of the international scale.
We're staying with cricket news, and young female administrator Samantha Qureshi in the United States was recently rewarded for her excellent work in developing cricket in that part of the world. The young Qureshi, a champion show jumper, was able to walk away with a recognition award from the Hall of Fame. Now she's the chief accountant at Cricket Council USA, and her work was really recognized. Let's hear what she has to say.
I actually was surprised by getting this today. No one told me. So it was a pleasant surprise. Thank you everyone who recognized me tonight. I do a lot of work with Cricket Council. I'm the CFO. I have my hand in a lot of different aspects of tournaments that we do and other aspects, like we do fundraising, and we have our youth programs, and I do a lot with all of that as far as organization and other things. So it's just really nice to be recognized tonight, and I appreciate it. Thank you guys.
Well, thanks a lot. We want to continue to encourage Samantha in doing her work. From the West Indies, we want to wish her all the best as well.
We are close to the end, folks, but we have a couple of more people that we need to recognize. And each year, the Palm Beach County Sports Hall of Fame recognizes a person or organization whose dedication goes above and beyond typical commitment to sports and tourism throughout the county. Ladies and gentlemen, Mohammed Qureshi is this year's Outstanding Sports Contributor. Let's take a look at MAQ's accomplishments.
No one has done more for the development of the sport of cricket in the United States than our sports contributor, Mohammed Qureshi. In 1999, MAQ's passion for cricket led him to found a private sports and entertainment company called Cricket Council USA, which is the leader in the promotion, development, and expansion of T20 cricket in the United States. He has invested millions of dollars in the development of the sport across the country. MAQ built the first major cricket stadium in South Florida in Broward County in 2006, and he came to Palm Beach County a year later, building the Boca Riding Club and MAQ Stadium in Delray Beach, where championship events are held each year. The 2022 Legends World Cup will be played at MAQ Stadium. MAQ is a former member of USA Cricket, the sport's national governing body. He is the president and chief executive officer of MAQ Group, one of the largest real estate and financial groups in the United States, specializing in commercial real estate and sports management. At a special ceremony in Boca Raton last October, MAQ was bestowed the Lifetime Achievement Award from the Cricket Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the Palm Beach County Sports Hall of Fame contributor of...
Good evening. I know you see my intro. I'm CEO Chairman for Cricket Council USA, and my job was build the cricket in the United States and have 8 regions, which has been developing. And first cricket ever been played and fast version is at T20 in Dania Beach. I migrated in 1984 in USA. My dream was how come cricket is not been playing one of the American sports. The reason is not been playing, there was long version games. It's the 5 days to find out who's win the games. So they never been one of the American sports. So I created the shortest version, it's T20. Can finish 2.5 hours, the games, and all Americans start liking that games. So one of the American sports. But just remember, cricket is the second world largest sports after the soccer. And none of them Americans recognize that this is sports is a cricket in America. But now is moving forward. We have first stadiums have been built internationally. And my duty is I live in Palm Beach. I brought MCL, Major Cricket Leagues, in Palm Beach County first time last year during the pandemic. And first Hall of Fame dinner night I invited have to host it in Palm Beach. Second goal is I want to bring this thing up World Cup championships in Palm Beach and Broward County in USA. 2024, I went to the Dubai last week. They're recognizing they gonna have World Cup in USA 2024. Is World Cup is cricket is just like Olympic. It's just like Olympic. So I want to have, first of all, I met today and who actually introduced me, Mr. Michael Zeff, actually, I'm sorry for his name, but he's the one who introduced me here, and I met
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Joe here again. Joining me shortly will be Kimberly. We're going to have the third and fourth place playoff between Canada and India. India is battled. Canada is feeling. And after this, they will have the presentation for the tournament. It was arranged like that so that each team will be present for the presentation. Something the organizers want to see as much people represented. But the game earlier, which was the finals, was won by the West Indies against the US All-Stars. Now that makes an 8-0 run for the West Indies. And we set a precedent in this tournament, as Vinod mentioned earlier. The first two World Cup was won by the West Indies. So let's see what's happened. So in comes Harish Ahmad to bowl to Rahil Khan. And that's a fob. That's a boundary. First ball, what a way to start. And the Indian team seems they have a plan. Good length ball, good line, little uppish. Batsman took advantage with the power play on. Runs 4 runs. Ball played on the onside, single, hustling for a signal. And the score moves on to 5 in 2 balls. The sun, thank you. The sun is out. Lovely, lovely outfielder. And we are seeing some good cricket. I mean, we have to realize that these teams are guys who are over 50, except 2 players. And for the age and stuff, a lot of them is looking very fit. Some not so fit, but you're still seeing good cricket. Ahmad bowls to Rocky Singh, who plays that square the wicket 4 runs. That's well played. 4 runs. The bowler strained down the leg side, and Rocky Singh made no mistake, and just tucking it away in the vacant area, square the wicket, backward a square, and 4 runs. Score moves to 9. And Ahmad bowls to Rocky Singh, plays it on the offside, and no run. This over brings 9 so far. Not a bad way to start. That ball swing right back. And you see we're getting some swing from Haris Ahmad, and end of the over. India's 9 with a loss. And joining us now is the versatile Kimberly, all the way from Jamaica.
Thank you, Joe.
How are you doing, Kimberly? How was your lunch?
It was good, Joe. Thank you. A very excited game earlier there, Joe.
Well, it was exciting in some ways, but I believe it was a little one-sided. I must say that. Not being a West Indian myself, but I thought the US would have put up a better fight. Because the score was a good score, but not a great score.
Yes.
But then the bowling that the West Indies displayed over the entire tournament, they went with the same plan, and it all worked.
I think the Team USA didn't get the start they would have wanted, but West Indies, they dominate the game to be victorious again. So they pocketed $10,000 US.
And you know, more important is the bragging rights of the championship.
So now we have in the 3rd and the 4th place playoff here, and after this game we'll be going downstairs for the presentation ceremony. And with me here, Joe, we have one of the team members, Tony. He's in the commentary box here with us. I'm going to have a little chat with him a little bit. Joe, could you lend him your headset?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Hi, good afternoon, Tony. How are you doing?
I'm doing excellent.
Okay, after a win, you were one of them that went down at number 3 or 4. You didn't get the start that you would have wanted. You didn't get a big total to your name today. How does that make you feel?
Actually, I opened the batting.
Oh, you did, yes.
Yes. And I felt that anything over 120 is going to be very hard for them to get based on our bowling. Our bowling is incredible. We have an excellent bowling team. So anything over 120, I thought that
would have been good. So you guys came and you execute in the bowling department, because at one point in the batting department, Team USA, they have tied you down a little because you guys were going great the guns until they introduced the spinners.
Yeah, the wicket was playing a little slow, and the spinners, basically they took the pace off the ball, and it's kind of hard to work with that. But once we navigated through the spinners, the 2-leg spinners actually, I thought that our lower order could come in and do some damage. And then Nagamutu came in and does what Nagamutu always do, just take it to a next level. So once we were able to get to the 120 total, I thought that total is going to bring us home.
Okay, so being victorious again, the second time of the tournament, how does that make you and your teammates feel?
Oh, we are elated. We are honored to be the defending champion and to defend our title. We look forward to coming back and defend that title for the third time. The team is an excellent team. We play as a unit. We gel really, really well. I mean, as you know, that we don't get a chance to play together. And this is the one time of the year that we get together as a team. This is actually my first time playing with the team. I think that it was excellent. The unity, the way the guys play for each other, and the way that we,